You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio, where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
One thing that I learned about this game is that you can't skip the grind. You know what I mean? There's no off seasons. There's no days off. You can't skip leg day. Can't skip arms. Can't skip chest.
No off season, it's no season, we taking off 3D, and Steelsdagreat, we cut from a different cloth. Them other podcasts, they clearly be taking shorts. We got it all covered, I'm talking music and sports, crushing competitors. This not your regular 8 to 10 on Friday night, it's nothing out there sounding better, bro. So take a seat, we kicking ass and taking names, download the app for Bars and Hoops, we taking over the game.
World of hip-hop and sports live.
All the girls see them. Look at his kicks, look at his car. All I say is, look, mommy, I'm no good. I'm so hood. Clap at your soldiers, sober. Then leave after it's over. Killer, I'm not your companion or your man stand. Don't hit me when you wanna get rammed in. I be scrambling with lots of mobsters, shot for lobsters, cops and robbers. Listen, every block is block. But she like the way I diddy bop. You peep that? Mink on Maury kicks plus Chanel ski hat. She want the, so I give her the. Now she screaming out, killer. Yeah, she playing with herself, can't dig it out. Lift her up, Mars is a fuck, yo, get it out, pick one up. They want the boy Montana with guns with bandanas. Listen to my homeboy, say it to
can't fuck with her. I'm telling ya, put a shell in ya. Now he bleeding, get him, call us. He wheezing, he need us, he screaming. Damn, shut up, he snitching. This nigga's bitching, he's twisted. If Fed was listening, damn. I'm in trouble, need bail money. Shit, where the fuck is my? I got trust for my. That's why I fuck with my. That's my nigga. Oh yeah.
I love girls. I do adore.
Yo, put your number on this paper, cause I would love to date you. Holla at you when I come off talk. Yeah. I got this Spanish chica, she don't like me to roam. So she called me Cablon, plus my ego. Says she likes to cook right, so she likes me home. I'm like, un momento, mommy, slow up your tempo. I got this black chick, she don't know how to act. Always talking out her neck, making her finger snap. She like, listen, jigga, man, I don't care if you rap. You better R-E-S-P-E-C-T me. I got this French chick that love the French kiss. She thinks she's Bo Derek, wear her hair in a twist. My Shetty Amore, 2A Bell. Mercy, you fine as fuck, but you giving me hell. I got this Indian squad, the day that I met her. Asked her what tribe she with, red dye or feather. She said all you need to know is I'm not a hoe. And to get with me, you better be cheap, lots of dough. Man, that Spanish chick, French chick, Indian and black. That's fried chicken, curry chicken, damn I'm getting fat. A roast pollo, French fries and crepe. An appetite for destruction, but I scrape the plate. I love girls. You put your number on this paper, cause I would love to date you. Holla at you when I come on. Big L, nigga. Big L, nigga. Big L, nigga.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio.
From the fiery beats of hell, it's the rap level. 10 years underground, sub-level with the devil. Brothers wanna know, can now get busy. Honeys wanna know, can Neil get busy. I tell you now with the bang boom pow, those sheep on the deep type creep with me style. Get with this, such a chill with that. I do the zig with my nigga Big Gil the Mac. In fact, I won't stop as I blow up the spot. Nobody move, nobody get shot. Anyway, niggas do this, so they are straight. I'm doing it up the Carlitos way. Hold up a sec as I check for my papers. Honey says the papers, even major flavors on my page. Hill the back, got my back, I got hits. Real niggas know what time it is. Where my homies? Where my homies? Where my Right back at you, motherfuckers. Yo, I stand alone in this cold world. Could you believe that? I seen some good men get blown over G-Packs in the Bronx where it's known to hear the heat clap. And live niggas get it on with the D-Tex. Shit,
My life's legendary. If I wrote it all down in a book, it would be very scary. What you know, 16 Beamers and Benzes. Rope chains down on my dick, the beats look tremendous. Me and my niggas fit holes in bitches. Back then when I wouldn't even pose for bitches. Hey yo, you can ask Dapper Dan, who was the man back in 88. Every other week, trick 30 grand. Even my bitches wore Gucci and Louis. My beats are ready in the crowd, looking for groupies to screw me. Exit the club, about to cruise up the block now. With the top, stay frontin' with the top down. See me in that new thing with my fiance. Ass so fat, making you say muchos grande. Don't blame me, blame them, the white folk, for giving me 10 mil for possessing the tight flow. Whoa!
Y'all wanna live my lifestyle. Never seen a brick, never seen a crack house. Wanna war with the dawn, have your racks out. Bring it on and I'ma show you gangsta. Y'all wanna live my lifestyle. Never seen a brick, never seen a brick.
It hurts. Yeah. These trying to plan a murder on me. In the precinct, they saying I done murdered homie. I told my lawyer I ain't heard of homie. And everybody know my niggas word of phone me. You see Homo in your crib, it ain't a burglary, homie. They finna have me stuck in purgatory. I'm down to do the sticking when it come to the orgies. Conventional methods of sex totally bore me. Wait, I'm getting sidetracked, back to the story. This cocksucking got it in for me. They won't me up, me find my burner and me up. Well, history repeats itself, they never learn. The units, the new people, who gon' We'll find out when niggas let off the rounds. And it's screaming down, getting away. I'll murder them, I'll murder them. A nigga already got 3 strikes. I'll murder them, I said I'll murder them. Any motherfucker.
F-A-N-Y, multiply, killer cop. You got me, I got me. T-O-N-Y, F-A-N-Y, multiply, killer cop. You got me, I got me. T-O-N-Y, F-A-N-Y, multiply, killer cop. You got me, I got me. Yo, niggas try to shit on me and make history. Supposedly, I was the man that was supposed to be the head of the clique. Lip sealed, no niggas snitch. On my die, I smoke bogey, swore like Shinobi. Shoot up your block to make you know me. You ain't ready yet, slow down and recollect. Stay in the car, I start for law body set. Yo, Allah who act Paul. Look Paul, now I'm set. Air condition cooler system. Yo, the tech glisten. On a mission, shoot your back out position. Sound missing, 2-5 deep in prison. Kid listen, dying across like a Christian. So fuck you, plus your weak religion in disguise. Nowadays I cut prize. The invincible, untouchable. CNN, it's both face, spitting and go with A10. Channel 10, we break 10, win again. Kid, you on Pluto, homo doubt just like Menudo, fall from the sun. Can't feel the shit that I do. I stand in front of the judge about the lie, plus I'm high too. T-O-N-Y, F-A-N-Y, multiply, killer cop. Me and you got big, I got big. T-O-N-Y, F-A-N-Y, multiply, killer cop. Me and you got big, I got big.
Yeah. Hello. Mr. Smith, you want to hit?
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio.
Give me an hour plus a spin in the bag. Yeah. I'm here to make $1 out of 15 cents and let my balls hang like I'm on a toilet taking a shit. My style is all that in a big bag of chips with the dip. Fuck all that sensuous shit. I represent intellectual violence and leave your clique holier than the 10 Commandments. Like Red Man, I shift with the rock. If your if was a split, we'd be all fucked up. No need to act so easy, son, I get busy. Scuff my Timbs on the boulevard of many rough cities. I left the norm and bait ya. I love to hate ya, cause you's a freak by nature. Can't wait to face ya, mutilate ya. Drink your style down straight with no chaser. My verbal comebacks like a mini Mac to your back. As soon as one of you niggas try to overreact, the LOD love good confrontation of vamp. Break your concentration, murder your camp. For the jealous, overzealous, we fellas blow the spot like Ralph at Marcellus. Niggas coming through and acting wild. Y'all commercial niggas better have a coke in the smile.
Yo,
Shot you.
conversate with many men. It's time to begin again. Forgot what I already knew. You hear me, friend? Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society trying to keep their eye on me, but I'm stay incognito. In places they can't find me. Make my moves strategically. The GOD is sort of similar, but iller than a chess player. I use my thinker. It coincides with my blinker. Why you wonder what we're saying on the record's real? Yeah, you motherfucking right, kid, you know the deal. My mob is infamous, it's like a fucking title read. You get back slapped so hard, make your nose bleed. So kids feeling guilty about to but you first, baby girl, so just face it. But anyway, back on the real side of things, my niggas sling cracks and wear fat diamond rings. Not only is it inside the songs that we sing, everything is real, not just a song that we sing. From my life to the paper, very accurately. Give you all of my two, so maybe you could three. Prodigy with forever S-H-I-N-E. My shit attract me, it's like a moon attracts.
Pay you back, nigga. Infamous up in this, you know how we get down. It's that Joe Ho, she feeling our style. We come through the spot real heavy on the waist. So when they wanna move, we put them in their place. Infamous up in this, you know how we get down. It's that Joe Ho, she feeling our style. We come through the spot real heavy on the waist. So when they wanna move, we put them in their place. By the hood, raised by the wolves, trained by the pain, adopted by gorillas, got a tank for a car, ice for an arm, got tattoos for skin and stars for bras, got a building for a crib, Manhattan for a backyard, skyscraper neighbors, and fuck me when they man gone, the kings of New York, I'm one of the few of those, difficulties to come, it's gonna be funerals, you get a quiet spot in the shade for a grave, I get paid, cause I got murder for a 16, and I'm so much rich, I got a condo for a piggy bank, so much stash, I just laugh at your face, throw a stack on David, cause I'm a pyro. Maniac for carrots with the rose gold. I was told by the OGs like my pops, if you can't whip their ass, the niggas get shot. Infamous up in this, you know how we get down. That Joe Ho, she feeling our style. We come through the spot real heavy on the waist. So when they wanna move, we put them in their place. Infamous up in this, you know how we get down. That Joe Ho, she feeling our style. We come through the spot real heavy.
Always with that Wonder Rhymer shit. Me and my conglomerate shall remain anonymous. Caught up in the finest shit. Live out my dreams until my heart get bound and bought we crib. You know exactly what the shit's about. Fuck y'all mean. Animal since a teen, I dish out like the point guard of your favorite team. Without doubt, my life ain't rosy, but I roll with it. My mind was fine till the dough hit it and told me that the mold did it. And now it's kosher shit is so acidic. I blow a digit on the diamond in a minute, but no bitches. Watch how I'm walking, cause even the thoroughest niggas be knocking, trying to strike a bargain, hoping that they might get pardoned. Shit, I'm involved, we got me pins and needles. And my cerebral beast, the wicked is evil. Thoughts that this more to feed you. Be facts. In the game so deep, things can catch ya. Freeze off my kneecap, can y'all believe that? Got the city drinking crystals, we up the feet. Rappers going broke, trying to keep up with me. My rise the riches, surprise the bitches, think harder. You know this nigga, Jay-Z, Sean Carter, GS the fuck up, Dries the fuck up. Watch me shine like a bright lamp, he gets the fuck up. All rhymers forget it, like Alzheimer's. Small timers, I've said it, I'm addressing all drama. Talk to me.
I'm not the presidents to represent me. I'm not the presidents to represent me. I'm not the presidents to represent me.
Hey, sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas. Sick of this shit. Move to the rich. Turn out the bitch.
It is what it is, yeah. GLE, cause that Lambo moving fast. S-Class, G-Class, lot of class. In a rocket and that bitch ain't got no tags. Louis bags in exchange for body bags, yeah.
I'm sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas.
What would it was? It is what it is. Whatever you did, it is what it is, and I'm so tired. I fuck with them all, but I got ties. Knock you off to pay their ties. They want me gone, but don't know why. It's too late for all that lovey-dovey shit. I'm your brother shit, all that other shit. It's too late for all that. It's too late for all that.
They look at you on it. Look cool that they don't like to see you winning. They wanna see you in a penitentiary. I need me a little baby who gon' listen. Girl, I don't wanna be the one you again. My mama told me boy make a decision. Right now I gotta keep a ton of vision. I need me a little baby who gon' listen. Girl, I don't wanna be don't.
And I don't want to make no politician. Shout out to JOJ for opening up for us, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is, man. Friday night, 8 to 10, no off seasons. Myself, Steelsdagreat, 3D, Tiff Sosa, and DJ JOJ on the ones and twos. My people.
What up? What up? We back in the building.
Back in the building, word, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is, man. Shout out to everybody, man, that's tuning in live on Facebook. Shout out to Jessica Grandy. Shout out to Zai Flair. Shout out to Abu. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody checking in live on Bars and Hoops Radio as well, man. But before we get into all of that, man, my people, I see you over there. Tim got them glasses on. Check you out looking like a teacher that the kids that have a crush on, you know what I mean?
Nerd.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Word up.
She always trying to compete with me. She ain't rocking no glasses.
3 cents. She trying to
glasses.
I'm surprised
Now
I don't got my color on
now
today.
she want to bring the
usually
glasses.
You have the same shirt color.
Now
I'd
she
be
want to
like,
bring
what
the
hell?
glasses to this side of the room. Come
it's
on,
starting
man.
early. They starting early, baby. Yeah, you know saying? Word up, man. But how was y'all week, man? Leading into today, man. We got a great show, by the way.
My week was actually really good.
Talk about it,
It was
Sosa.
pretty smooth. I'm not going to get into too many details,
Hey.
but it was actually good. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Okay. 3, what's the word, kid?
What's good, man? Before we start, man, welcome. No off season, another Friday night, man. Follow us on the gram, No Off Season Podcast. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Follow your hosts. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Just stay locked in with us, man. We've been giving y'all consistent content and heat for these last 20. This is episode 27 right now. So we just gonna keep elevating and staying consistent. But as far as I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm great. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go out there Sunday. Bust somebody ass.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to all that.
You know what I mean? Nah, I want you to talk. Ain't no pause in basketball. We ain't doing that.
Oh, they did that to me, man. With Lenny Cook, man. Come on, man.
Yo,
What I
Jay,
say,
You said something flagrant. You said something super flagrant.
I gotta repeat what he said. He said, you know, when you out there sticking D, like, whoa.
Yeah, that was like
that was
crazy, like the Dwight Howard shit. Like, you got it, you know. But other than that, yeah, man. But you know what? We good, man. You know, we got Bars and Hoops Round Ball Classic wrapping up this weekend. The high school division. I mean the JV division.
JV.
It's gonna be a great event. Come out if you can. It's in Queens. Locust Manor Playground. Free food.
Liquor.
Might
be some smoke in the air.
Yeah, we got NYPD participating to help us out. It's gonna be a lot of things out there for the kids. So definitely a fun-filled day for the kids. Come out, support us. But again, like I said, man, go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel because we're about to turn it up a little bit. You know what I mean? So you want to be tuned in.
Let's go. Shout out to my brother DeMarco the Great, man. He did send me some. I said we're gonna play it tonight. I did send it to JOJ, so JOJ might get to it on the next mix. And speaking of JOJ, peace almighty. What's happening?
Man, I'm chilling, man.
I like the shirt, man. Wear it up, man.
Oh, yeah.
Over there, man.
Yeah,
you know
definitely,
man.
man.
I don't know where you got it from, but hey, man, show the logo a little bit more. Hey. Nah.
That OD, right?
Word, man.
Yo, but my week been, on the road to prosperity, man. I'm seeing the results of some hard work, you know. So I'm still
a bomb to drop.
Yeah, but still constantly elevating, you know what I mean? But I had a wonderful week. Looking forward to Sunday.
Yes, sir.
The following week too. What I forgot what we got next week, man. Gosh.
Opening weekend football? What? The Jets?
Oh, big the Jets in 2 weeks.
Oh, the Jets play the Giants.
9/11. Oh yeah, the Hall of Fame game.
Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, 9/11 is going down, man. Against the Bills. I'm gonna be there till I already took the day off, man. Yeah,
man,
it's not a game, man.
JOJ be doing some things, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Well, what about you, Steels, man?
I mean, listen, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It been a challenging week, I must say, man. A lot is going on in the week. A lot has been thrown on my plate, but like they said, man, what don't kill you only make you stronger, right?
That's right.
Definitely.
But like 3 said, huh? Like 3 said, man, looking forward to Sunday, man. Close out, you know, the summer, the weather's already changing.
Mhm.
I know. I'm like, damn, man, I was
the
outside
only
like shit.
one that
Huh?
thought. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was feeling bad for these kids. Like, damn, I'm really going to have them out there in 70-degree weather playing basketball?
No,
Like-
they be out there in the damn winter playing.
That's a fact.
What we talking about? The weather on Sunday?
Yeah, the weather on
Yeah.
Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Word
the
up.
yeah.
Shout out to our invited guests pulling up. Word up, man. Cliff Clinton, you get on that shot.
Yeah,
over there,
let him
you know.
go this way,
Yep,
go on the
he
couch.
Yep,
Yeah.
he good.
You gonna
Word
get him
up,
in?
man. So hello. So, you know, I'm looking forward to closing out the summer strong, even though we only did one division this year in the Bars and Hoops Round Ball Classic. We definitely look to have a strong championship game. We got a nice little all-star game after the championship game on Sunday. Got some kids coming from Brooklyn. You know, Brooklyn always think they're gonna come and rough shout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got the house team in the finals.
I ain't say that yet. The house team ain't in the finals yet, man.
Okay,
Shout
so
out
we
to
got
Joe.
one. We got one more.
So
they got one more game to get there.
So we doubling up tomorrow because we lost
got you.
Thursday.
Got
so
you.
Semifinals is tomorrow, second round is tomorrow, semifinals tomorrow, championship on Sunday.
Got you.
So the teams we got is Almighty Force. You know what I mean? Shout out to Coach Javon, Coach Hood. You know what I mean? Bars and Hoops Radio got a team in this year. You know what I mean? Shout out to John. DSA, Determined Student Athletes. Team Underrated. Bunch of 14, 15-year-old kids that kind of played up this year, and they've been kind of competing and doing well. You know, with 6 every week. Shout out to the Tribe. You know what I mean? So good luck to those teams, man. It's gonna be a good playoffs. And it's definitely gonna be a dope championship game. And like I said, Sunday to cap everything off, we're gonna have a 3-on-3 one-day tournament open to everybody. Well, we locked it off at 16, and you're gonna see a man 3D out there trying to spin back the clock. You know what I'm saying? Jay, Superstar Jay playing?
Yeah, he on my roster.
Oh shit, Jay coming out to play too.
Shucks.
Oh boy, you get your cameras ready. So it's gonna be a good look on Sunday, man, for Bars and Hoops, man, and the Bars and Hoops Round Ball Classic, man. Shout out to everybody that participated this year. I know it wasn't what I normally do every year, but you know, I had to do something with the serious division, but I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to it, man. Let's get to it, man.
Let's get to our first topic, man.
Let's go. Talk about it, 3.
Your boy, JOJ, your boy,
Jay.
Your boy. It's
Trump?
4th indictment, man. It's 4th indictment, man. Him and 19 others showed up in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, the dog and the pony show. You know what I mean? He's just doing
shit.
It's just gonna give him more popularity, and you know, he's just gonna
more popularity.
Yeah, he's gonna win. He's gonna win.
So hold on. You really think that he's going to win the presidency after going to jail this go round? Next election, you saying
if
that
he
Trump's
going to jail, he definitely ain't gonna be there.
He definitely ain't gonna. He ain't gonna be the next
there.
president. He's gonna be the president of some type of prison club. But he ain't. I don't know if he's gonna
But
be the
that
president.
mean mug look crazy
That mug shot, though.
Yeah. He look tight.
Yeah,
He definitely look tight. But he gonna be all right, man.
Yeah, I don't see him going to prison.
Yeah, he not going.
see him going. They was
ain't
all
going no
smiling.
damn
I don't think they're gonna allow him to hold office again, but I don't see him going to prison.
It's a mockery what they doing.
Yeah, it is.
They say he gonna free Thug too. They say he gonna free himself and Thug.
We got Young Thug lawyer.
Yeah, he got Young Thug lawyer.
Gunner lawyer. He got Gunner
Gunner,
lawyer
yeah.
allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What's your thoughts on that, Sosa? What's up?
I mean, Trump is not going to damn jail. He is not going to jail. They make it, they doing the little mugshot thing and all that, but that man ain't going no damn jail.
So they face a slew of charges, including racketeering, violating the oath of public officer, forgery, false statements, and other offenses. You know what I mean? So that's why it wasn't just Trump; it was his entire team that had to go to Atlanta and turn themselves in. Most
Giuliani
of them,
too, right?
Yeah, Giuliani as well. They made bail. They was in and out, took mug shots or whatever, and like I said, I don't see them doing no jail time. I just think that they trying to put a wedge in, him not running for office again, because this is just helping him. Like, people know what I'm saying. So
blacks out there, like,
yeah. So it's not. I don't think he's gonna do jail time, but I think they just trying to stain his jacket. Whereas it's like, you can't run for office, bro.
I think he really Teflon, man. I think the first go round when they had him talking about grabbing him by the what, you know, you would think that women's groups would come out in full force and make sure he don't, you know what I mean? He was in Puerto Rico like this, shooting paper towels at everybody after that bad storm came. Like, that man is did everything.
Oprah was doing pillows.
Come
man.
on, what'd you say, Jay?
Oprah was doing pillows.
Shout out to Jay, man. Jay, the Black Republican of the crew. Oprah was shooting pillows.
Shooting pillows, man.
No, man.
And Trump is from Queens, ain't he?
He is from Queens.
Exactly.
Queens get the
40 projects.
That's all you had to say.
He
Right
from
there.
what?
No, I think his father
40
put up 40
projects.
projects. Yo, his father was the real estate. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, his father probably built 40 projects.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, he built 40 projects.
40 projects.
All the Jamaica
I ain't say he was from 40.
Yeah, I was
He act like he from 40.
crazy.
That nigga's not from fucking 40.
He DJ for Grandmaster. I mean, Grandmaster Vic DJ this party, man.
And shout out to Auntie Carrie. She said he got more charges than John Gotti. That's a fact. Word up, man.
The
for real.
mugshot is funny as hell.
Yeah, with his face.
If it's the real one, because is it the real one?
Nah, you had a staffer smiling on camera.
Yeah, it was real. It was real. Yeah, it was real.
Yeah, man. But
it was real.
I don't know, man. I don't know what this country coming to.
Man, I don't either. We just gotta wait and see.
We got everybody.
But
president now.
Tonight's episode 27, man, we're gonna try to tackle a lot of things on the agenda for the night. With the main headline story this week being the whole Steph Curry claiming that he's the best point guard ever. So it's only right that we have a point guard in the building as our special guest tonight to talk about his journey and what he's been through. And we're going to get his opinion on who's the best point guard ever. So we're going to move around and discuss a lot of topics. So without further ado, I want to introduce our guest for the night, Cliff CLINKSCALES.
Drop a bomb for him, Jay.
From South Jamaica, Queens.
Southside, we outside.
Former DePaul University standout, child prodigy. And he's here to tell you a little bit of his story. We can't get the whole story. Like I told him, I'm gonna do a movie on his life.
Shout out to 3.
You know what I'm saying? But we can't tell the whole story tonight, but we're gonna tell a little bit of it tonight, man. So Cliff, thanks for pulling up, and you could come grab a seat and let's get into it.
Shout out to 3, man. Hit 3 over here, man.
Yeah.
Word up, man. For real, man. 3 did that eloquently, man. Shout out to Cliff for pulling up, man. Word up, man.
Thanks for having me.
You already got it. Word. You'll make sure your mic is on. Pull the mic up to yourself so you can hear you clearly. For real. Pull up a little bit closer. Yeah. There you go.
That's good.
Yep. Word 3. So without any further ado, man, set it off, man. Word.
So Cliff, man, like we've been trying to, you know what I mean, get this going for a minute. He was supposed to pull up, but I'm glad he's here tonight. We just gonna talk about we're gonna talk about a little bit about your journey. You know what I'm saying? Like I know this story, you know what I'm saying, because I witnessed it firsthand. So I don't want to speak about it. I need you here to kind of, speak about it. We see what you're doing in the community. I see what you're doing for these kids. So let's start with.
Shout out before you get into it. Shout out to Cliff because he wanted to put a team in the Bars and Hoops Classic this year too. But I told him I didn't have the divisions. You know what I'm saying for the team. You know what I mean? Yeah, hit me up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying for real, man. But next year, man, make sure you bring your team again.
Yeah,
man,
I'm definitely gonna bring the
Word up. For real.
So let's start with where you from and when did you know that you love basketball?
I'm from South Jamaica, Queens, born and raised. 107 and 164. If anybody knows South Jamaica, Queens.
Get the money.
Oh boy.
That's the block I'm born and raised on. My older sister put the ball in my hand around like 4 years old, 4 or 5, 3 years old. When did I know I loved basketball? I guess that day. I mean, ever since then, I ain't never put it back down. So I think it was like instant. So I think that's when I just fell in love with the game.
So you fell in love with the game. You never put the ball down. What in your heart made you feel like this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to try to attain at that young age?
For us, I mean, growing up in my neighborhood, South Jamaica, Queens, like on our block, we had a basketball court. It's no longer there, but that's where I was always at. That's where I always spent all my time. So
at the corner
for me, it was just to keep me out of trouble. Basically, that was like my safe haven, my little bubble, my zone. So I know that for me to keep me off the streets and keep me doing something, my mother always knew I was at. So it was good for me just to be always on that basketball court.
Matter of fact, now I know exactly what block. You right there on the corner.
Yeah.
We had the crate right there at the corner, little lot.
Yeah.
Keen in the block. Shout out to Breeze and everybody over there on 107, man. Wow, man.
Yep.
So I guess coming up, who were some of the guys that inspired you from your neighborhood? Because you had a lot of great basketball players come from that side of town.
Oh,
who were
yeah.
some of the big inspirations for you coming up?
Of course, my older brother, watching him. 3, going to his high school practices, going to his AAU practices, and then a lot of local guys that's from my block that also played basketball. They didn't go to the pro level, but they went to Division I highest level. A guy named Rod West, who's from my block, also watching
Rod
him.
West?
Yeah, his name, we call him K-Dub. He's from my block. He's a little younger than my brother. And just a lot of local guys just from my neighborhood. That was good. Like growing up, I just sat on the ball and I watched them play at first till I got old enough to be able to compete with them. So just watching guys like that. Then, of course, my favorite player all the time is Kenny Anderson.
Shout out to KA.
And Dave Edwards. Just guys like that. Hearing the stories of these guys. I was too young to watch them live, but my older brother and my pops, our pops, he's a basketball junkie. So he used to make these tapes for us. It was point guard tapes. So me watching these tapes when I got it from him, because he had them first, he passed them down to me. And it's just these tapes I used to just watch all day. He just made point guards and they have all these guys on it. And I just study them, watch them all day.
Shout out to 3, man, for real. So what was it like playing against your brother? I don't know. I know he used to try to put
at first it
wasn't that type of party.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, at first playing against him, it was always competitive. He used to be killing us at first. We was young, but we was learning at the same time because I got 3 of my best friends. We all like the same age. So basically playing against him, he kind of used to groom us basically. Playing against and just guys like on our block, how we used to do. I had another childhood friend that's around my age. He probably like 2 years younger than me. So we would play like 3-on-3s and 4-on-4s, and it would be grown people on the court, but that would be my matchup because he was around my age. But since we was like 14, 13, we was playing with the older guys, and the way we play in Southside, there's no blood, no foul. So that's how we got our toughness from.
No question.
And what a lot of people don't know, the block that we came up on, it's a court, but behind the rim, it's a wall. There's no clearance. There's no baseline. There's none of that. So that wall really is another defender. And if your ass get ran into that wall, that's on you.
Yep.
You're not calling foul. You know the wall is there. That's just what it is. So
it's a wall and a pole.
It's a wall and a pole.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I suffered a lot of injuries from that one playground. We call it our playground, but that's where I got my toughness from. My dad took me back to the block.
I never knew y'all lived over there.
Yeah. Crib right around the corner.
He was always over there. Rest in peace to Don, too, man.
Right around the block. He used to make me play 1-on-1. And if anybody would beat me, if you wore my size, you take my sneakers. If you didn't wear my size,
shout out to Big C.
We will go get you some sneakers.
Shout out to Big C.
So everything that was poured into me, he came behind and was poured into him. And he was like kind of like a child prodigy since like the 5th or 6th grade, because in 5th or 6th grade, I wasn't even good yet. I got good when I was about 7th grade, 8th grade. So everything that I didn't do, he did it. So that's kind of how the baton was passed. We didn't play 1-on-1s, and because I never looked at him like that. I looked at him like he's next. It's the same way Kenny Smith probably was looking at Kenny Anderson, was like, he's going to be way better than me. So that's how I always looked at it. I always looked at it like he's going to be way better than me.
So hold on, did Boomer play with y'all like that?
Boomer's not really cut from the cloth that we cut from. No disrespect.
We always say that.
No, I'm just being real with you. Like he played basketball because that's what he was around. But you got some guys who live and breathe it, and Cliff is a live, breathe it. Where it's like he gonna sit down and watch 2 hours of film because that's where he comes from. He learned everything that he does was taught as far as we gonna watch this film, we gonna go on the track, we gonna do these push-ups, and that's his lifestyle up into this day.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a certain regimen that we had to follow. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to kind of speak to them because I already know the whole story,
man,
and I'm gonna add.
Come on,
I'm gonna add in because you know what I'm saying. Like I already know what he is, and I know that he's a blessing to the community, which that the community needs to fucking understand this. Because he put a post up the other day that I was kind of upset with seeing him having to even address it, and we'll get to that later down in the story.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know that he was your little brother. I remember seeing him as a young kid playing basketball. I had no idea that was your younger brother. I had no idea before today. So all right, we're gonna do it 3 sets. So what high school did you attend?
I attend Springfield Gardens.
So you went to Springfield Gardens?
Yes, but I never played there.
Never played in Springfield?
Not one game.
So you never played high school basketball?
Never played high school basketball in New York City.
Wow. So where did you play basketball? Where did you play?
In Florida.
Wow.
So just like growing up, basketball is my everything. So I was playing basketball, but not taking care of the book. So when the time I got to high school, you know, I'm older. So now I'm in high school. I'm just trying to have fun, you know. I wouldn't say I wasn't following people, but I was in high school. You're a little older. You come to school, and books was never my thing. I hate not sorry kids, but school ain't for me. Like I never liked the school, never. So I was there for 2 years and I never played. But wow. I got a blessing. I got up out of here, had to relocate, take school serious, start all over again, and work my way from where I was at. I was at the top at the point, then I went from not playing no ball, so everybody forgot about me for 2 years. Other people was playing, so then to start back all over.
Wow.
Let me just interject, well, because I always say this. Being in the education field, environment to a young kid is everything. So at that time when he was in middle school, my dad was doing everything that he did with me. He was doing the same things with Cliff. However, the mistakes he made with me, he learned, so he did it a little bit different with Cliff. So Cliff goes to ABCD camp with my dad. He's taking him there. So when the game stops, hold on. So when the game, in between each game, Cliff got his ball, my pops would tell him, go on the court and shoot. So Cliff going on the court, doing his shit, dribbling, shooting, and you see this little 4, 8 kid on the court doing pro drip, like his handles like a pro. Yeah. And making threes and doing all this other shit. And
I was 11 at the time. I was in 5th, going to 6th. So I was going into my 6th grade year when I was going to the camp. He was attending
ABCD camp.
Yeah, I was there.
That's why I was like,
no, he wasn't at the camp as a participant. He was there as a spectator. Right. But what I'm saying is, you got
everywhere I went, I took my basketball though. But I was there to watch him. He got it. ABCD camp is not longer around, but ABCD camp is like all the top players from all over the country get invited to this camp. It was Adidas camp, and it's like the top 100 or 150 players. And if you get invited to this camp, it's a big deal. So he was invited to the camp, so I was there watching him.
And three, you played or you had hurt yourself that year?
Nah. See, he got a little bit mixed. This is why our story is kind of crazy, because I was never invited to ABCD. I got invited to Nike camp.
That's right.
And I was never invited to ABCD because of certain situation, politics.
Yes.
But my dad was smart enough to take Cliff with him because it was right across the bridge to go watch the best players in high school and for the college coaches to lay eyes on him. Yeah. He got his first letter from just being at that camp, displaying his skills.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to Big C.
So when I say environment is everything, at that time, Cliff was still living on the block. I was no longer living on the block. I just came to the block to get my basketball on and play against the Wolves.
Shout out to three.
So when my dad wanted to remove Cliff and bring him into our environment, as a mom, as a family, no, you're not taking him nowhere. Yeah. So that didn't happen. So he stayed in that environment. And that's why he never really progressed and got a name in high school, because he was still in that environment where it's like, fuck school, because that's the environment.
But he played in street tournaments, though.
Exactly. He was playing in Rucker. He was playing everywhere, killing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people knew he could play, but we already know once you get to high school, it's a different animal. You need the grades. You need everything. So it don't matter how good you are. They can say, you're ineligible, because it happened to me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of what happened to him until another play came and he elevated out of that too.
That's crazy.
So
it was
let's
a two-part thing to that. Me being in Springfield, it was all my fault because I ain't go to class. But two, I didn't want to be there. Because growing up, how it goes when you're a basketball player, you want to go to Catholic school.
That's a fact.
So Springfield was my zone school.
Yes.
I was never belong in Springfield in my mind.
Yeah.
So once I ain't go to Catholic school, all my friends growing up, they in the Rice, the Christ the Kings, the St. Raymond's, and I'm at Springfield. It's like, what the hell is I'm doing? Like, I don't belong here. Like, So in my mind, I never wanted to be there. So far as school and even playing on a team, like, I didn't want to be there.
Oh wow!
So it was.
Who was there at the time?
Local guys that was good. There's a kid named Brandon from the Bello. Shout out to Brandon.
I know Brandon.
Brandon was there. He was
Oh.
older than me, and a kid named Wells, another kid that he's like from the Bello. Like that was probably their best two players.
Okay.
But no disrespect to them, I didn't want to be there. And it's just so funny I'm bringing them up because I just seen him a couple of weeks ago. He's like, yo, let me ask you, why you ain't never want to play with me in Springfield? It wasn't that. It just I didn't want to be in that school. Period. I felt like that. Not to be caught, I felt like I was too good to be there at that school, and then my peers is all everywhere else.
Yeah, we went there back in the days, man. That was I ain't
But
go
if
there.
I could do it over, I would play at Springfield.
Wow.
Because I felt like if you good, you're gonna be good anywhere.
Yeah.
And I feel like I could have did something that probably never been done there. So
you would have been what Skip was his first 2 years at Cardozo.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? He was
if I could change it back, I
was in the bathroom like
yeah.
I got bank.
Yeah, I got bank. But when those games he played, it was showtime. It was 30 and 11, triple doubles and all that. But what people don't know is, and Cliff don't even know this, the play was for Cliff to go to Malloy. That was the play. Because my pops, he's a thinker, so he always is thinking a few steps ahead.
He's ahead of his time.
Like
pops,
that.
man.
That was the play.
All the stuff that's going on now, he been had. Like
he was LeVar Ball.
Yeah, man. Like people don't
back
know,
then.
like, way ahead of his time.
So that was really the play, but it was like kind of a power struggle between families a little bit. So at the end of the day, he kind of surrendered, because at the end of the day, a mother's love is a mother's love. You got to kind of fall back and let it be what it be. But we always knew what was inside of him, and we always knew what he was.
So let me ask you this though, because me and Three had a lot of conversations about basketball, and one of the things I remember Three saying is that him being so young, like it was like 8, 9, you had a trainer or something like that already.
Yeah, 10. I'm gonna say 10.
10 years old, you had a trainer already, and you just felt like, damn, you was a robot after a while. Did you feel like you was pushed too hard as a young age, or you just embraced it?
No, I think, like he said, like basketball came kind of natural to me.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have no training; it was just natural, given talent.
Yeah.
What happened with me, I just got more sharp by watching these tapes and studying him and watching. That's what happened. But as far as the talent, I already had it.
That's what it is. So let's fast forward a little bit. After you leave New York City and go to Florida, what was that experience like for you?
Oh man, totally, like he said, environment is everything. Totally different, man. Like in my school in Springfield, it's like 30, 35 kids in the classroom. I go to this school, it's the most is 9 or 11.
What?
So it was a small Christian school that wound up turning into a prep school. And the whole school from pre-K to 12th grade was probably 80 students. So now when it comes to books and school, I have to take it more serious because I can't hide.
Yeah.
That was the best part. I can't hide. I can't cut class. If I'm missing, they know. There's not that many people. And then the people that took me in, I stayed with a family. The people that took me in, they owned the school.
Oh.
So it's a whole different ball game that the people I live with was the owners of the school. Like I stayed with. And they was a Christian. It was a Christian school. It was a Christian family. He was a pastor. His wife worked in the front office, and 2 of his kids worked in the school. So
damn.
And let's shout out the gentleman that got you there.
Yeah, shout out to Nate Blue. That's who got me there. Nate Blue is a guy that, if you know New York City basketball, high school, grassroots basketball, Nate Blue is a guy that's kind of like one of those guys around. Yeah, so that was just kind of like it wasn't even supposed to happen like that. He really he reached out to one of my best friends, Dion Merrick. Shout out to Real
Shout out
Skills.
to Dion, man.
Real
Right.
Skills D. He reached out to him, but Dion was already in a good situation. So he was like, yo, I'm good. Yo, won't you send Cliff? But he ain't know, like, the school he was sending to me, he ain't know nothing about it. A coach just called him like, yo, I need some players. He already had a guy down there, so that's how that wound up happening.
Wow.
And I just made the best of it.
That's what's up, man. So living out there in a Christian family.
Yeah, man.
Don't. You ain't make the best of it. What did you transform that school into? What that school went from? They was dirt. Like, let's keep it 100.
Shout out to 3.
Let's keep it 100. Like they was dirt. Like they was nothing.
It was a good school for Florida, but it was like they never, not to be caught. They had people going to college, but they was going to like Division 3s, Division 2 schools. Yeah. So when I got there, it's kind of like they ain't see no talent. Me and my guy Lou Rodriguez, he was down there too. He was at Rice, but he's from Harlem. That was my roommate. When we got there, we kind of like changed the whole dynamic of school because there was a school known for bringing in guys like from the Bahamas. Back then in Florida, you wasn't supposed to recruit. So they was known for a school was bringing in town. They had somebody that had some money, and he would get players and put them with host families. Oh. So when they brought us in, they based like the PSAL out there, they got banned from it, from recruiting, basically. Oh. So that's why the school turned into a prep school. So now when they turn to a prep school, that means like you independent. You can play who you want. You can have 5th-year kids. Oh. So now they need a whole new regime. When I get there, they don't know me. They don't know me from a hole in the wall. They just say, yes, we take him. He needs a second chance in school. We'll take him.
Wow.
So now when I get there, at first they don't know how I play. They don't know if I'm good. They just, once they starting to come to practice and they seeing me play and they having like church night and stuff like that, they looking like this kid is kind of better than what we thought. So
Jesus.
And then after probably like my junior year going to my senior year, I got schools visiting this small campus that they never, like schools from Louisville visiting me on campus, UMass, Florida, Clemson. So it's like now it's like.
So just think about that. A school that never had any major recruits. Now you have Division I personnel at your school, looking for a prospect. So he changed the whole culture, and that's why I say everybody's journey and story is different. It happens for a reason. This was he was supposed to go through this to end up where he at now. You get what I'm saying? Like he might not have survived the New York streets had he stayed out here, went to local public school and everything else. So that's why to me it's like you got to kind of peel back the layers and look at it like, damn, that shit wasn't. A lot of people forgot about him. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's easy to forget when you out of sight, out of mind. It's like, oh, he was just good when he was little.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. But the best part about that school was I had the keys to the gym. Because like I told you, the people I lived with owned the school. Yeah. So once I got down there, I settled in. I could go to school, start at 8 o'clock. I was going to work out at 6 o'clock. They had showers in the school. I take a shower, go to school. We get out at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We have team practice. I stay to the lady finish. The lady I live with named Miss Nancy. Shout out to them the whole day. And she worked in the front office, so she was always the last person to leave. But we ain't live too far, so I used to tell her, "Just leave me, just come back and get me." So I go to the gym anytime. So down there, I grew a couple of inches when I was here. I was kind of small. That's why everybody see me now. They ain't see me. They'd be like, "You got tall." Yeah. I went down there, grew a little bit. I'm doing like 1,000 push-ups a day, and I'm in the gym every day.
You said 1,000 a day.
Yeah, like,
boy.
I had nothing else to do. I live with a Christian family. Ain't like I couldn't go out. Yeah. I couldn't bring no girls there. So
they like,
what? Only thing I had was basketball and books and basketball. That was my own focus. So
that's good.
It was the best thing to happen.
Wow, man. So what was your career high out there?
I had like 49 in the game. Like the competition wasn't that great. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like only certain tournaments was good. And then when we'd go play like the Oak Hills, the Fort Unions, and schools like that, when it was the best, right? Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but I led the whole county in scoring and assists. I was the player of the year. Yeah, so nice. I did what I had to do.
Nice, man. So now transitioning into the college game, DePaul.
Right.
How many years?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
4 year starter?
No.
Yeah, but we skipping over something. We skipping over his recruitment because St. John's got in late. St. John's wanted him late. He had DePaul. And a few other schools. Dave Lato was the key to you messing with DePaul because he loved him. So you supposed to go as a point guard. You got to go with the coach that loves you.
Got you.
You get what I'm saying? So
St. John's didn't love you then.
They love me, but
they got
I
in
felt
late.
like probably I should have went there, but I felt like what I did helped me. Like I didn't want to stay in New York City. I felt like I left New York. I did what I want to. And plus, it was just too close for me. Like,
got you.
From my block to St. John, I could walk to school.
That's a fact.
If I wanted to.
That's a fact.
I didn't want to stay home. But realistically, I probably should have went there. I'd have been a 4-year starter. But like he said, like I picked DePaul because the coach picked me. And then if you know anything about basketball, I tell kids to this day, don't pick the school. Don't pick the name of the school. Pick the school that will let you be you. Fit your style of play and the coaches that's going to develop you. You don't want nothing handed to you, but somewhere you know that you can feel like you can flourish at. You know what I mean? So
let's go to, because when you left Florida, you was still okay. You was getting some recognition, but let's go into how your recruitment picked up. Like what move was made to get your recruitment through the roof?
Yeah, because like he said, we skipped the part. So to get my recruitment back up, I started playing with a team called the Atlanta Celtics. And I was able to play with that team because I went to school in Florida, and Florida and Georgia is on the borderline.
Oh.
So my pops made a play. Like I told you, he's ahead of his time. We knew somebody that knew somebody.
Shout out to Big C.
This team was a powerhouse. They had guys that was coming straight out of high school, but the missing piece they was missing was a point guard. So on that team, it was Dwight Howard.
Wow.
Josh Smith. They had another kid named Randolph Morris who played in the league.
Randolph Morris. I remember Randolph Morris.
He went to Kentucky.
He played for the Knicks too. That's what I remember.
Exactly. Yep. They had another guy named Brandon Rush.
Yeah.
Another guy that was in
Rush,
NBA.
yes.
And the guy that was younger than us was named Javaris Crittenton, the guy that got in trouble with Gilbert Arena.
But he made it to the league.
Yes.
He made it to the league. So this team.
So he just named 5 NBA players that he went to go
that
play
was on
with.
this team. So
and they needed a point guard.
So before I got to them, shout out to them, especially shout out to Josh Smith. That's my guy. This team was good, but they was going to tournaments and they wasn't winning. They had all this, they had no point guard. So when I started playing with this team, they had all the odds on them. Every school in America was watching these guys
highlight films.
So it was easy to play with them because of what they had. Like they were super athletic. Yeah. And any school you name, they was there front row, from the Dukes to North Carolina, Kentucky, Florida, and by them watching them, that's how my recruitment got back up. So playing with these guys, throwing alley-oops from the other side of the court, winning games. So you pick your poison. I'm running on the break. You have Dwight Howard, Josh Smith. So it was real easy playing with them. And then winning played a big part. But Josh would help me out because I was new. I didn't play no AAU basketball. At all. That was like my first year playing AAU basketball. So he would let me know like what point guards or who was top. Like, yo, this guy right here is going here. So that's how I was able to all right, this is the game I need to turn up. I need to try to outplay this guy. So that's how I got my recruitment back up. Playing with them, that's how my recruitment picked up big time. Playing with them, I picked up Florida, Miami, Indiana, because Josh Smith was he committed to Indiana, but I knew he wasn't going to go there if he was on the NBA. So I picked up a lot of schools by playing with that team.
Nice. Damn. It's crazy. 3? Y'all out there making basketball players.
His brother, I didn't even know.
I swear to you, I didn't know that was the younger brother, for real.
The craziest part that we skipped is when I was a senior in high school, we had a play on the table that my pops got him a Reebok deal,
right?
Where he was going to star in a commercial with Allen Iverson.
That's crazy.
And the only play that was able to happen, Reebok sponsored the Jack. I went to the Jack my last year of high school.
Shout out to the Jack, man.
You know what I'm saying? So they gave us sneakers and all that. And even Grammy was like, nobody never came in and gave me a sneaker sponsor.
That's crazy.
But it was really because of him.
Reebok?
Reebok wanted him.
Wow. Wow.
But at that time, there was no NIL. There was none of that. So if he would have did the commercial, he would have lost his eligibility to go to college. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't able to do it.
It's funny how you remember that.
I remember everything.
You know he.
You know what I'm saying? I remember
with Allen
everything.
Iverson, right?
Listen, at that time, like I said, at that time, I was still locked in on what I wanted to do.
He was in the jack turning up.
I was still locked in on what I wanted to do, but I knew he was going to be better than me. So I wasn't really like, I was looking like, if I don't make it, I'm gonna make sure he make it.
Yeah.
But
that Reebok deal would have been nice. I mean, if people look at the first time I was in Slam magazine, people pay attention. I had on nothing but Reebok.
I ain't peeped that.
Yeah, I had a Reebok sweater, Reebok sneakers, Reebok socks, Reebok windbreakers, and at that time,
this is Rucker time though, right? When you was doing the Rucker, or
this was like a little bit after that.
Yeah,
this is 97.
This is 97. Yeah, so like
I was like
after
Iverson rookie
kids in Slam. Yeah. So it was a commercial they wanted me to star in. Where he's talking about
Iverson,
with Allen Iverson
and Jada probably.
No, it was before that.
It was before that. Way before.
Watch it, it's like it's a little kid dribbling the ball up the block, and then as he gets forward in the block, it turns into Allen Iverson. That kid was supposed to be me in that commercial, right?
So the kid that actually did it probably wasn't even an athlete, or probably wasn't even his trajectory wasn't towards college basketball. So that's why we couldn't make that play. But that was the play to put him, but we couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So after that, like, I just want to rewind because I think that's a big part of what happened. But the main thing is, a lot of people don't understand, he was on the cover of the New York Post, and the Yankees had just won the whole shit.
And they put me on the cover.
And he was on the cover.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
On the whole back of the sports page. You get what I'm saying? So at this time, I'm still doing what I do, but you know what I mean? I'm like, we doing something right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So his first time on national TV, we skipped that part as well.
Yeah.
He was the main star on the Rosie O'Donnell show when we had every station in the country calling the house.
Yeah, man, it was crazy coming. I went to PS40.
Shout out to PS40, and I like that new playground they got over there.
Yeah, I just drove by. I'm like,
need to
damn.
fix
I'm like,
15.
about time they did this shit. I just drove by there like last week. I'm like, damn, this shit.
It looked
about
good,
time.
right?
Yeah, it looked good. So I was going to PS40, and like he's saying, all this happened from me going to ABCD.
That's crazy.
Dribbling the basketball.
Who's this little kid?
Yeah, playing Ola Callis goes there, playing against
Shout out to Big C.
There. So after there, I got a letter from Kansas and USC. Just from dribbling the basketball, playing against the campus. That's my first two letters. That's how all this coverage started happening. Then before you know it, like, everybody was calling. I went to the Rosie O'Donnell show.
That's crazy.
Went
How
to a
was
couple
it when you
other
got your
shows.
first letter though?
I was
What
young,
was
so
that feeling? Did you feel like anything?
probably
like,
nothing. Yeah,
You didn't realize
Listen,
really how much
when
that
I-
meant at the time.
When I was in school, when I was a freshman in Lockland, every player had their own mailbox. Dudes used to go to their mailbox and be heated if they didn't have a fucking
Wow.
letter. So could you imagine a sixth grader getting a fucking letter and you haven't even gotten one? Like,
You don't
dude used to
even
be like
realize
really
what happened.
mad going to coach's office, like, damn, I ain't getting no mail. Like,
Coach, you ain't put me out.
because at
there
that
like
time, college coaches used to they were able to send letters out to prospects. It wasn't a form of recruiting where it was breaking the rules, so they could send you mail. So they were sending mail regularly, but it wasn't really to middle schoolers. It was to, the high school players. You get what I'm saying?
crazy.
So after that happened and he did all of that, it was kind of turned up from there, and everybody was just wondering, where's this kid going to end up? Like, what high school is he going to end up at?
Yeah, it was a lot. At that age, just to, like, going to school was I won't say a headache, but they used to have to start sneaking me out of different doors because there'd be news cameras there. Different people calling my, like, all different outlets calling my phone for interviews. Yeah, my mother was like, yo, how do these people get my number? I'm like, I don't know. So but I was on Rosie, I was on Good Morning America. They sat in my classroom all day for like a whole week straight. I'm going to school with news cameras.
In Florida?
Channel 5.
Yeah,
No.
Channel 5. No.
Channel 5 in New York.
New York.
Yeah, PS40. As a sixth grader.
PS40. He had a feature on 11 o'clock
He was
news.
like, yo, you're making the block
They
hot.
follow me for Damn, that's so funny you say that. Like they felt like that. Like,
wow. Yes,
like,
I see it. That's time.
So anybody know
you
my
trying
block?
to be something.
My block is like a hustling
a
block.
busy block.
We know.
Busy block. So
I know.
I used to have camera crews. I had to tell them like, yo, they're gonna be out today. It used to be crazy.
Scatter.
This is a fact. Wow. This is a fact.
Yeah, niggas blockers at M80. Like, he said a lot.
Imagine going to
That was
school
a
a
whole
week straight.
dynamite.
They in my classroom. They following me home. Like it was getting crazy. Like, so
Yeah, yo, Cliff, man, you gotta take that basketball somewhere else.
yeah,
Okay?
it was crazy.
Word. That's wild.
Now, usually
wow.
they support that. You know, they be like, nah,
Yeah,
young
that's
blood.
one thing about my block.
You know,
yeah,
you're gonna be the
they do.
one. You
Nah,
know,
they
we're gonna
do.
support you. We bet not see you
They
doing
do.
nothing else. You better keep
was
that
the thing
ball in
about
your
my
hand.
block.
They held Skip down for a very long time.
Now we know how that go. If you from the hood and you look like you headed on the right direction,
They take care of
the
you.
block gonna hold you down.
That's
They
a
gonna,
fact.
you know what I'm saying? So
For
we
sure.
definitely had some wolves come from our block.
Oh boy.
But we was playing against the guys that was on the block, and they
Yeah.
wasn't no
Them niggas
slouches.
was-
They wasn't no slouches either.
Yeah, that little
You
corner
You know what I'm
court.
saying?
That little
They just
corner
knew
court,
that
word.
school shit wasn't for them.
Right.
yeah,
That's all it was.
yeah. That little corner court, man. They've been there for years. You know what I mean?
That's like the only part of Queens that you drive through that shit and it look like you in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yo, we used to say that. Yo, 164 looked like a back block in Brooklyn.
That's just how it. That's just
Word
how it
to
is.
mama,
And
for
you know what I
real.
mean? But
Shout out to everybody on 164, man.
Yeah,
107, my people over there. Word. Damn, that's crazy, man. For real. So, all of those NBA players that you mentioned,
Mhm.
you did mention Josh
Right.
Smith. So
Yeah.
you're still good with him.
Yeah, that's my
You
boy.
still speak to any of the others?
No, that's the only one I really communicate.
The
That's
only one
really
that's really
that's
communicated
my
with.
bro. Yeah, that's my bro for life. But
Yeah, Josh Smith
we
was
locked
like,
in.
a lot of helmets,
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
people for sure.
Yeah.
Word, man. So tell everybody about where Cliff is now.
Where I'm now, I'm currently a professional head coach in Canada. This will
Nice.
be my
Wow.
third year coaching, my second year the head coach and the assistant GM. So
What
right
part of
now I'm
Canada?
it's in Ontario, Canada. It's in Kitchener-Waterloo.
Okay.
I could, you know Jamal Murray, right? Who just
Yeah.
His
Yes.
hometown. That's where he's from.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm out there for pro basketball, but when I'm home for the meantime, I'm just helping kids, training kids. That's what I do. In the morning time, I got my little training thing. I got a couple of core group of guys that I work out Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, just trying to give them some knowledge that I got.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some feedback to get them better. And that's where I'm at right now. So
Good.
What's
pretty
the
much
game?
the off season.
What's the game like in Canada?
It's the same. I
Yeah.
mean, it's the same. It's nothing different.
Mhm.
I mean, we have a lot of talent in Canada. It's not,
Mhm.
we ain't the crop like, but it's some good talent that comes in there every year. We got a lot of players that come in there.
Mm-hmm. Man, 3. He got you beat, man.
of course, but
Shout out to 3, my God.
he was supposed to get me beat, and I knew he was going to. The only thing that I always say when you talk about it, if you could have put me and him together,
Right.
because the way I play and the way he played is totally different.
Right.
You
It's
get what I'm
crazy,
saying?
Like,
Yeah. You was
his strengths, I would say his strengths is my weakness, and my strengths is his weakness. So if if we could
3 was a
find,
dog.
he was how basketball is played now for us point guard,
Yeah.
scoring.
Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah.
So he was ahead of the time. So at that time,
That's
you
a
know,
fact.
being that small, they probably didn't like that. Probably every team he's been on, he's probably the best scorer.
So point guards they weren't popular for scoring back then.
Not in his era.
They weren't given the freedom to do
Right.
it.
They had to stay in their lane.
You get what I'm saying?
You're a
You
point
pretty
guard,
much
this is
had
what you
to
do.
stay in your lane. You get what I'm saying?
So
So
all this shit you seeing now, guys shooting from far,
Right.
Three
He
was doing that.
Yeah,
Three was doing that. Yeah, 3 was
But it
doing
was
that.
like
Young
it was
age.
frowned upon.
Right.
So that's the only thing that my dad used to get frustrated with him, because he wanted him to be the same player he was when he was younger, putting it in the basket. I'm like, listen, he's a point guard. He I'm like, he's gonna be all right. He's a point guard. Like he gonna always be good. They're gonna always need somebody to do that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like he's not me. And that was the mistake that my pop, that was really the only mistake he made with him. He wanted him to be a little bit more like me, but he wasn't me. You get what I'm saying? Like
age, when I was playing with a certain group, like before I started playing with my childhood friends that I'm locked in with now, I was playing with another team that wasn't as good.
Mhm.
So on that team, I had to do all the scoring. Right. So growing up, I was putting the ball in the basket. Anybody that know me, like I was scoring a lot. But then when I started playing with this other team, we had a lot of talent. Think about getting on a team and you got all the best 11, 12 graders from Queens on. 11 and 12-year-olds from Queens on one team. So now, like, I don't have to do that much scoring.
Because everybody
is good. You know what I mean? So it's like for me to show them that I could play, to fit on their team. Because when I first got to the team, a lot of guys probably didn't want me on the team because they knew who I was. At this time, I'm the best kid in New York City. I'm number 1 in the nation.
You and who else?
It's me.
You and Bashy.
Like
Shout out to
the best kids in New York at this young age. Like, so everybody knew of me. Like,
how was it when you went to Florida? When you went and you joined the a team in Florida? Were they welcoming? Did you?
They didn't know me, but once I got there and they seen our play, they respected. Like, it was nothing.
Like, we needed this.
Yeah. It was, like, as far as that school, not to be cocky, I'm the best player that
ever played at that school. Wow. To this day, still.
Yeah. So I always say this. I'm like, if you're able to go somewhere and cement your flag, and they could say like, he's the best player that ever played here. Or he's one of the best players. You did your job. You get what I'm saying? You did your job, and that's why I always champion him and I always talk about him, because I'm super proud of him. Because you know what I'm saying? So I tell people, it's like, everybody's not gonna make it to the NBA, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you can still impact the game, have a career, and have a pro mind. Like, this dude has a pro mind. Like, not because he's an NBA. Like, he has the same basketball IQ as Rajon Rondo. Rajon Rondo just happened to be a guy that went to Kentucky and has a 6'9" wingspan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why he made it. That was his journey. However, what he's doing now, I believe what he's doing, he's going to have a pro come out of his stable. Somebody that he is working with daily, training, instilling all this information into them. He's going to have a pro come out of his stable. So I already know that.
What team was you gonna put in the Bars and Hoops Round Ball Classic this year? Because he hit me like, yo,
it was my team.
You got some 12-year-olds. That's tough.
11 to 12. All right. Don't bring them back next year. Dad's like, yo, my man Cliff about to call you. I said, all right, cool. We gonna chop it up. But I ended up canceling it on the other divisions, man. But I look forward, man, to having you there next year, man, for real. So what's next for you in as far as your basketball journey?
Right now, like I said, I'm recruiting right now, basically. Like, my season in Canada, we don't start to December. We start late.
December?
After Christmas. That's how I leave work. But I'm looking at guys because, right now, August, September is when guys start going cross seas, Europe and all these places. And then I start trying to get the guys that's probably still home or that want to leave late, that want to stay home for whatever reason. But trying to lock some guys in now. I'm probably going to go back to work soon just to get there, be there early, like probably another month or two.
Okay.
But I'm just looking at players right now, recruiting, like I said, watching film. I mean, as far as me finding talent, that's the easy part, to be honest with you. Basketball is everywhere. And then right now, the end of summer strong. I got my brother, Real Skills.
Shout out to D.
September 3rd is Family Day. So
he bringing his team out on Sunday too.
So that's gonna be the best thing moving in the summer. For,
no question.
The end of summer strong. I mean, he's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, shout out.
We're gonna have all the best kids from every age. You know what I mean? All the best kids in the tri-state area gonna be at on Real Skills Day, September 3rd. So
yes, indeed.
And that's at the Bello.
At the
Bello.
Bello.
That's at the Bello. So you posted something the other day and I seen it. We've had that discussion. We had this discussion plenty of times up here, whereas if you're a skills trainer, developer, or you're involved in grassroots basketball and you're helping kids get better and get to the next level, why should you expect me to do it for free when
I wish I had a bomb?
It's me putting my information, my knowledge, and my know-how, my time on the line.
Can't get that back
to help your kid. Like, why did you make? Because that's not even you. Like, when I seen, I'm like, this ain't Clip. Somebody had to get him tight because that's not even you. So what happened? What transpired that I seen that video the other day?
Dion be talking about that too, man.
Yeah, man. Some of these parents they just delusional and cuckoo, man. It's like
he say cuckoo. I wish I had a bomb for that.
For me, anybody that knows me, I'm not like a money hungry dude. I don't chase money. I'm not doing it for the money. And two, I don't, not to be cocky, I don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm doing it because I love to do it, and I'm trying to help kids. I mean, that's what it's all about to me. And my prices is very affordable. Like, I'm shortchanging myself, to be honest
like
with
Malik
you.
Hayes
I'm not
Fitness
even
out there.
charging what I should.
Right.
Like the guy that I look up to, that's the guru of training. When I tell him my price, Jerry Powell.
Oh, shout out to Jerry.
He be mad at me. Like,
Jerry
yo,
was
you
here.
bugging out. Like, you should, what are you doing? Don't do that. But I
do you have any sorry, I don't mean to cut you. Do you have any kids that you have to be like extra with, like a kid that you know has the talent but they might be rebellious when it comes to like other things that might be going on in their life, or they might be into the streets a little more than they should be? Do you have to pay extra attention to, or do you have anybody?
I don't have
kids
no kids like that.
No, that's
good.
I mean, no. I got some kids that they good. They're a little lazy, of course.
Right.
Naturally,
because they kids, yeah.
I'm trying to instill in them now so they could be ahead of the curve. That's my whole thing with working with these core group of young kids I got.
Got you.
Try to put them ahead of the curve, like thinking the game, learning the game. So when you get to the 8th grade, that's why I think basketball gets serious. They 6th grade or 7th grade right now.
So,
but when you get to the 8th grade, if you ask me personally, when you're going into your 9th, it become a business. And the reason why I say that because you want to be one of these kids that's going to the best basketball programs. So how I look at training, okay, you don't want to pay me what I'm asking for, right? So you want to pay your kid to go to Malloy? Won't you call them ask how much tuition costs?
That's right.
Facts.
Right? Or you want to pay for your kids to go to college? See how much tuition costs. So you need to invest in your kid. Like every kid just want to play in games, right? But you need to work on your game first and foremost. Try to develop. And I'm not for everybody. Not saying you need to train with me or train with Dion, train with Cam, my bro, but
shout out to Cam too.
Train for somebody that works for you. That's what I always tell kids, but just train with somebody, but you have to work on your game. If not, you're gonna be
the funny shit is somebody called me one day and was like, yo, I'm in town. I got my son and my nephew with me. Like, this person is from my era, so he know how I gave it up, and he know what I'm about, and he wanted me to work his son and his nephew, a few others. I'm like,
I know you talk.
I'm like, nah, like work out. They could work out. Like, I'm trying to send my brother the bread. I'm like, nah, work out. Let him work out with my brother. Like, he know what he doing because he told me the ages of the kids. Like they wasn't even high school kids yet. So, and that's what he doing. That's why he's not getting the lost kid, the knucklehead kid. He's getting them young enough. He's getting them young enough to pour into him. So the guy was like, nah, they worked out with Clip the other day. They ain't really. So I guess it's like you wanted to see some bells and whistles. You wanted to see more bullshit, which a lot of these trainers do. Like, they show you a bunch of bullshit that's not going to help your kid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling them, like, what do you mean he didn't? Like, nah, the workout was all right, but it wasn't. I'm like, shit, I ain't gonna do nothing no different than what Cliff do, because we come from the same cloth. We know what we doing. Like, we not gonna tell you to do a spin move and do 8 push-ups and get up and fucking do a side step, and we not doing that because we know that shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna get what we know is gonna work from the position, and we train everybody as a guard.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So before we had Cliff for a while. We're not gonna hold him hostage. Let's get into this. Steph Curry saying he's the best point guard ever.
Let's get to that.
Let's get to that before we let you get out of here. We got you here. We're gonna talk about your opinion of that. Do you agree with that? Does Steph have a legitimate argument?
He got some peep game.
And let's go from there. We could start with you, Stills. How did you feel about the comment?
When I heard it, that's just people that's clickbait. You know what I mean? To me, I don't consider Steph Curry a point guard. He's a scoring guard. You know what I mean? Magic Johnson was a point guard, and he played all 5 positions. It's no comparison to me. You know what I mean? And Magic was like, he changed the game. 6'9", running the point, no look passes. Like, all you got to do is just Google Magic Johnson.
Some would say Steph changed the game.
I mean, he changed the game shooting wise. 3. Now you got all these kids out here thinking that they can shoot and they can't. You know what I'm saying? But Magic.
So you got Magic. Magic is
Magic
number
all
one.
day.
JOJ, where you at with it?
I'm with damn.
Oh, hold on. Let me get Jay.
That's still tough, man. I like both of them, and they both
Come on, Jay. Don't play both
revolutionized.
sides.
But
man.
I'm gonna go Magic because I'm old school. So
Affirmative action, baby, over there.
Only because you old school, not because.
But
I just want to be
but we
clear.
gonna keep
Don't
it.
let
We
him do
go-
that,
but that's
Jay.
what I'm saying. We're
I
gonna
just
go
wanna be
millennium,
clear.
yo, because I like going by eras now too.
Jay
You know what I'm
play that
saying?
2K.
So
Don't let
Jay
that
tap
2K
dancing.
scramble your mind.
nah, it's Curry. Like
Nah,
Curry
for real.
definitely changed the game, and he's nice too. He can dribble. Come on, man. Don't
All
do
right.
that.
So what I want to ask both of y'all answer is Steph in your top 5 still point guard?
Point guards?
A point guard?
Yeah.
Top 5 in point guard. No.
All right. JOJ, Steph in your top 5 point guards ever?
Damn.
Whether we like it or not, he's gonna go down as a point guard.
No,
I don't consider him top 5.
All right.
I don't think.
All
top
right,
five.
let's go to Claire. How did you feel when you heard the comment with Steph saying that he's the greatest point guard ever?
Arrogant.
No, I don't think it's arrogant. I think he has a right to feel that way. Every basketball got to be delusional, and you always feel like
That's a fact.
Yeah.
right? So I mean, he got what? I think he got 4 rings, right? Two season regular MVPs, 2 finals MVPs, one finals MVP. So I mean, but to me,
the rings.
I mean, that's what they going by. I don't think he's the best point guard because I'm a point guard.
Let's go.
It's like I don't think but I think when it's all said and done, he's definitely going to be in the top 5 point guards though.
I don't think he's a better point guard than Rod Strickland or Kenny Anderson.
But it's just
we
like
say point guard.
Point guard is like everybody criteria is different.
Facts.
So everybody gonna have a different point guard, right? How they going? But I don't consider him. I feel like he's a combo because he does both. He plays with the ball, but he's really tough to guard when he's playing without the basketball.
Terrible shot selection too.
We're not talking about that because he make them shits.
Yeah, he make shoot at a high percentage. So
yeah, we're not doing that.
You would say like if you watch their team, Draymond Green is their point forward.
Yeah, there you go.
Then
he's the facilitator.
Before that, Iguodala would be their point forward. So
facts.
I mean, it depends on how you all think about basketball. But he's gonna like my brother. He's gonna be labeled as a point guard though. So
there's
and they weren't that great when he had to run the show.
There's no other point guards that's more like in his age bracket that y'all can compare to.
Who, Curry?
Yeah.
Dame Lillard. I mean,
because y'all like Kenny Anderson, like everybody's older.
Nah, I mean, oh god.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying.
Just
like, is there any nows? Like,
I mean, I can name several guys who I feel are better point guards than Steph Curry. Right. However, you have to take into account what this man has done, what he produced, what he was like. If I say you're the best shooting point guard ever, that shit means something. Like whether we think he's a traditional point guard or not, whether we not, I don't think he's the best point guard ever, but I already know the way that this shit works.
All you gotta do is walk in these parks and these gyms and watch kids.
He's gonna be. I already have him in my top 5. I already have him in my top 5 because not as a point guard, but he's labeled as a point guard, and he did more than Zeke did. Zeke and Allen Iverson are my all-time 2 favorite players ever. Those are my 2 favorite players ever. But I'm gonna be a realist. I'm gonna give y'all my top 5 point guards.
Better than Isaiah Thomas.
I'm gonna give you. Listen, hold on. You just looking at Hold on.
I'm surprised at you.
Because I gotta be real. Like I can be objective and I could be my personal what I prefer. I'm just being real. The same way I know that Russell Westbrook and Damian Lillard are gonna crack the top 5 because of numbers and because of stats and motherfuckers who can't articulate basketball, so they're gonna go to the stat sheet.
Here you go.
And Russell Westbrook is a horrible point guard to me. But he's going to be considered one of the best. He's going to be considered one of the best because of numbers. My top 5 is Magic, Steph, Isaiah, Chris Paul, and Jason Kidd. Those are my top 5 point guards. I don't have Oscar Robertson in it because I didn't see Oscar. Right. I don't have Jerry West in there because I didn't see Jerry.
What's your top five?
I mean,
tell me something wrong with my top five, and if you're gonna replace somebody, tell me who you're replacing them with.
All right. See, I'm not,
because I got my argument to back my shit up.
I ain't arguing with you tonight.
No. I have my facts. I have my facts over. I have my facts over.
Let me hear
whoever want to argue with it.
So, I mean, Magic, Zeke. Those are two of mine for sure.
I don't think nobody. Magic is first, and then for me, Zeke is second.
Zeke is second.
Steph Curry.
When I say Zeke, who you talking about?
Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, Isaiah. Okay.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd.
I forgot.
There we go.
Jason Kidd.
And for me,
how you don't? Okay.
I would say Chris Paul, John Stockton.
There we go. John Stockton. Where Mark Jackson at?
Not in the five.
Not in the five.
Not in the five.
He's a point guard.
Not in the five.
New York City point guard.
Not in the five. He's not in the five.
He's number five.
He's not in the five. He's not in the
number
five.
Five all time in the six.
That don't mean nothing.
You see.
Don't mean he's not better than the guys that we named before. He's not better
Kenny
than
Anderson, Rod Strickland.
They're not better than Jason Kidd or Chris Paul or John Stockton, or they not better than those guys. Now, see, this is the problem when we do lists, and this is what I hate, because when we do this shit, I think y'all be thinking that we talking from prime for prime, like the best version of this guy versus the best version of this guy. No, it comes from your body of work. Jason Kidd hung around too long. I seen your last 4 years, you couldn't average 10 points. John Stockton, I seen you average 8 points in the playoffs. So you stayed around too long.
Jason Kidd stuck around and led the Knicks team almost.
So you punish him? You punish him for staying
that's what
along?
I'm saying.
No, I'm not punishing. I'm putting guys ahead of him that were played at a higher level longer or did just as much accolade wise.
So I could argue you take Steph Curry out and replace John Stockton with him.
No, you can't.
Westbrook is going to.
No, you can't, because you know why? Because for John Stockton's career, he averaged 13 points and 11 assists. Steph Curry averages 27 points or 28, some crazy shit like that.
Overall assist leader in the NBA.
What the fuck? You just stayed on a job. John Stockton couldn't average 10 points his last 4 years in the league. He played 82 games He played 82 games.
He's a dream team.
He played 82 games his last 4 years and couldn't even average 10 points.
So you think
he's top 50.
So hold on. So because you stay on.
No, absolutely not. Right, absolutely not.
Listen. If we work the same block, and I come out here and sell my weight, and I leave in 2-3 years, but you still on the block for 10 years selling them dime packs, but I'm already fucking up. That makes you better than me because you sold more packs out. No, nigga, you just stayed out there longer than me. John Stockton played mad games.
John Stockton got his own move in video games.
Exactly. And guess what? Chris Paul has more 30-point games than John Stockton and Jason Kidd combined. Chris Paul's the only point guard with 21,000 points and 11,000 assists.
That's why he's on my list.
So what the fuck are y'all talking about? Somebody that stayed on the block longer?
So points matter then, huh?
No, I'm gonna tell you what matter. If I'm an elite two-way player and you're an elite one-way player, I'm better than you.
And shout out to the users out there. They said Chris Paul chokes when the lights are on.
That's not true. See, that's the media. Hold on. Because all of y'all y'all watch comments, and I do this shit. Chris Paul, hold on. Chris Paul, hold on. Chris Paul don't choke on it. His numbers go up in the playoffs. Now, if you want to say that he gets hurt, he runs out of gas, you can say that.
Hey man,
but tell me who made.
He ain't bring the.
Tell me who made 9.
His grandpa.
All right, so who made 9 consecutive All-Star appearances? Not Mark Jackson.
Come on, man.
Let me hear yo.
I want to hear his 5 because he's shitting on my 5. What's your 5?
Yeah, who your 5?
I told you. Magic, Zeke,
right?
John Stockton, Mark Jackson.
Mark
Jackson is in mines, man.
Shout
We
out to
talking
Mark,
point guards. I ain't talking about
shout
these.
out to Mark. I ain't,
You know what I
New
mean?
York.
And number 5 is not Steph, man, because I don't want to do a disservice.
He's already off because not having Steph in there, so he already fucked the pack up already. Because I don't know how you think John Stockton's better than Jason Kidd. I don't know how you think that.
Yo, let me
And
hear.
of course,
Let me hear
Kid.
your.
Of course, Kid.
Let me hear your top 5 New York City point guards.
My top 5 New York City point guards.
Ooh, here we go.
Here we go, man. They put me on the spot. Rod, K.A., Skip, Tiny Archibald.
Right.
And who's my last one, man? Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson. I was about to help you.
Mark Jackson. You know, help me, Jay. I think I know.
What about
y'all disagree?
Nah, I'm totally lost with this.
Okay. Who's your 5?
I ain't fucking with
Come
that.
on, look here. I don't want to offend nobody.
I
don't offend nobody.
I don't need to talk.
That's a small scale, man.
Ah,
That's a
come
small
on,
scale.
man.
It's a lot. It's hard, but for the
And
people,
shout out to
saw
Sweet Pea Daniel.
with my own eyes. I didn't
Yeah.
see
I
Tiny
know.
Archibald. I
I know.
didn't see Earl Lepore. I didn't see none of these guys.
Nah, Pearl from Baltimore.
So,
Pearl ain't no fucking
Nah, I mean,
from
there
no
you
fucking
go.
Baltimore.
He played for the Baltimore fucking Bullets.
I
You
got
talking about
Kenny
Earl
Anderson.
Monroe. You
K.A.,
talking about
right?
the Pearl, nigga.
I got Kenny Anderson. I got Steph.
Oh, you talking about Pearl Washington?
Yeah, I got Kenny Anderson. I
Kenny
got
Anderson, Steph,
I got Rod. I got Skip. And my 5th is like, I would have to say Bashy.
Sebastian.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bashy or Kimber Walker. Talking about the guys I seen.
Yeah.
Top 5 New York City point guards.
Let me hear you.
Tiny Archibald.
Tiny Archibald 1.
Kenny Anderson.
K.A. 2.
Pearl
3.
I'm not saying Bassey. I'm not saying Bassey.
Yeah.
It's a no. It's a no for Bassey.
There's only 2 more.
It's a no for
You got
Bassey.
2 more slots.
Rod Strickland.
Strick.
And my last is Kimber Walker.
Skip is definitely not coming here now, man.
Bro, I'm listen. Hold on. We can't listen.
We
As
gonna
much
see
as
him in
as much
Cleveland.
as guys want to say,
I heard 3's list.
as much as guys want to say X, Y, and Z, like you gotta look at, like, if you just want to go straight, oh, I like this player's game better, or he did it. No, we gotta put in totality what they were able to accomplish. Like Kimber is like a 5-time All-Star. Kimber was a lottery pick. Kimber won a national championship at UConn, and Kimber wasn't even trajected to go that way as a high school player. Like, he got better every year. So if you didn't see that, you're not gonna look at it like that. So nobody can say and tell me that Rafer had a better career than Kimber Walker. Nobody's gonna tell me that. No, they're not.
Shout out to guys like
Kimber.
Boo Harvey that didn't go anywhere, but they was out here killing everybody.
And I salute those guys every
You know what
day
I'm
from
saying?
my work behind the scenes.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
we gonna keep it 100% Ville. I love Skip. I came up with Skip. Skip damn near hell raised me, but I'm not gonna say and throw him in my 5 because that's my guy.
Skip revolutionized the position in New York City. He was the first one out here doing mixtapes.
Yeah, that lick is hitting.
He's
3.
on my 5.
and 1 mixtapes.
You got
Come
Skip.
on.
You got Skip over Rod Strickland.
I didn't say they both
I'm
in
asking
my
him.
5.
I had Rod on my list.
They both in my 5.
So
I
you
got KA.
got Chibs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steph.
Uh-huh.
I got Rod.
You get Steph on.
I got Skip.
You got Bassey
And I
in
got
there.
Bashy.
Nah. So we gonna
But
go.
Kimber
Hold on.
and
Hold on.
my
We
Okay.
gotta go. Can we get into some of this?
I agree with your
Afraid to talk
list.
some-
I agree with your
Our
list.
list is fire.
Except that Bassey shit. I agree with your list.
Bassey has
Except
to
that
be on
Bassey
there.
shit. No. We
Hold
got
on, no.
we
So
got-
let me
we
hear
got
from him
Tiny.
why Bassey.
We got
Yeah,
Tiny.
Archibald. Yeah.
KA.
But that's his list.
Stephon.
He didn't see this.
Tiny.
Rod.
I got
and Kimber.
And Kimber. So explain why Bassey is on your list.
The shit, the impact he had on New York City basketball. The shit
Him and LeBron was on Sports
Hov
Illustrated together.
And Derek Jeter at his high
Yeah,
school
but we
days.
gotta talk about between
And
the
he
lines,
came
man. MC Hammer
out of
sold
high
100
school.
million.
He came out of high school
Don't do that.
at 5'10".
Yeah.
This
I
is
have
not
to salute.
your
He didn't go to
top
college.
5 3.
And he was a lottery pick.
It's not your top 5.
You know who's underrated as well? Nobody
I just
mentioned
have
that.
to-
And I feel like people don't mention him enough. Jamal Tinsley.
Yeah,
Mel the abuser.
Yeah, I'm taking Mel.
I'm taking Mel. Steph.
I'm taking Mel over Bassie.
But that's more his era. See what I'm saying?
Where's Tinsley from? Where he from?
He's from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Played at Tilden.
Just think if you put Boo Harvey and Rod Strickland and mix them up. That's Mel.
BJ Carter.
And shout out to BJ.
Come on,
I
man.
know these
I seen some dogs. Shout out to Sweet Pea Daniels. You know what I mean?
Harry was tough too.
Come on, yeah. Facts. Big C, no.
He ain't see him neither. So he just talking from like what the fuck he see them niggas neither. That nigga talking about I'm talking about what I saw with my own 2 eyes, man.
Yeah.
Outside
Shout
of
out
Tiny.
to Pete Edwards.
I'm talking about what I saw with my own 2 eyes, man.
And shout out to Sosa.
I ain't see Sweet Pea. I ain't see Sweet Pea. We gonna go to a JOJ mini mix, man, and we gonna close up the show.
Shout out to Cliff,
with Peep Game, man.
Shout
out to Cliff for pulling up on us,
himself,
man.
He had to get biased on us.
When did I get biased?
Man, don't listen, man.
When did I
He
get
said,
biased?
Hold on. We gonna take this person out and throw him in. Nah, let me stop, man.
Nah, man. I love. Shout out to Boo Harvey. Shout out to all my guys, man. New York City point guards, man. I created that because of my influence from Boo Harvey, David Edwards, Wesley Nelson, BJ
Shout out to
Carter,
West.
True Carter. Like, come on, man. Like, I know my lineage and I know my history and all of that. But if I'm gonna get up here behind this microphone and keep it 100% real, I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got love for you. I got love for Skip. I got love for Sham God. I got love. Boogs who? Booger Smith?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Shout out to Shugs, man.
We talking about
He
top
was shaking
5?
it up in Queensbridge with me, baby, back in the days. Huh?
Shout out my man Shandu McNeil, Far
Shout
Rock.
out to Shandu, yes.
I heard Shan was tough.
Yeah, Shandu was tough.
Shout out Sherwin Anderson, Brooklyn. Like, I could keep going on for days and days. Like, the guys y'all naming, I got guys ahead of them. Like the product of what you did out there, it matters, man. Like, what did you was nice. What did you do? Did you take your show on the road, or were you only nice in your borough? Like, we gotta understand that. Like, if you was only nice in the backyard,
mediocre.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna count, bro.
Shout out to people in the chat. They said Isaiah Whitehead.
It's not a point guard. Kareem is definitely up there. Kareem is definitely up there. Shout out Reem. Reem is a guy I looked up to as well. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Reem Reed. Shout out Shaheem.
Yep.
Shout out to Sham God.
Shaheem, Sham. Like, shout out
to Sha for real.
Yeah, shout out to Sha for real. Sha had a lot of niggas terrified, man. Yeah, I can tell you that.
Sure did.
Could tell you that firsthand, man.
Break
so
down.
They don't want to give him his props a lot of times when these discussions come up, but he had a lot of niggas terrified, man. So we gonna go to a JOJ mini mix, man. Stay locked in with us. Subscribe on that YouTube, man. Hit us up, man.
Shout out to Ed Coda.
Drop that pussy, bitch. What you twerking with?
Young pop, champagne, they know the face and they know the name.
Drop that pussy, bitch. What you twerking with? Work, what you twerking with? Work, what you twerking with? What you twerking with? What you twerking with? What you twerking with? Work. What you twerk with? Go it, bust it open. Show me what you twerk with. Ass so good, need a lap dance. I'm in that white ghost, chasing Pac-Man. 100 out the lot, I be leaning. That's a whack. 100 large, bring a mop. Car send it like a rock. Got a brain struck in my pocket. 30 chains on my collar. 2 drops, no mileage. Top off like Wallace, and I'm the hell smoke, bitch. Know that. Filthy rich before that. New deal, I throw that. 3 beans, I'm on that. We pop a molly. She bust it up. She see the God. That pussy suck. What you twerking with? Shout out to the Inferno, Strawberry, Luke, what he do? Let's go. What you twerking with? I love my big booty.
I really rock on any block.
I'm Millie Rock on any block. I'm Millie Rock on any block.
You're now tuned in to Bars and Hoops Radio.
I'm Millie Rock on any block. 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 2 Millie in my polo tee, my polo socks. Let's get it. On top of cars, my face hot. I'm Millie Rock on that Gates block. GA. They got me on the explore page. I've been Millie rocking for 4 days. Nah, we don't battle, I never, man. Nah, we just Millie rock when we hella bad. Let's get it. I'm smoking weed, I'm counting cash. I'm Millie rocking on Patch and Nav. First arms up, then left and right. Then MJ, get out my sight. I bust the dance, just hit me up. That drink strong, I mix it up. We hopping out and we hitting this. On any block, rock militant. Let's get it. I'm Millie Rock on any block.
Blue cheese, I swear
I'm Millie Rock on any block.
Paper like blue sweet, bitch. I'm on my chicken like it's a 2-piece. You can have your bitch back, she a groupie. She just swallow all my kids in a 2-seat. Swagged out. Familiar, we bringing them gas out. I still got some racks stuffed in the trap house. Off the 42, I'm blowing her back out. I'm back out. Bullshit. Swim back with a full clip. They say I'm moving real clips. And my shooters, they shooting. I'm sick of they group Chris. I get the breeze, then it's adios. If I'm with your trees, then she giving throat. When I see police, then we gang low. That's another piece, that's another zone. Ice in the VVs, now she down to get treachy. I got all this water on me like Fiji. Bitch, I'm posted up with hats and the sleazies. Smoking the Zaza, they go straight to the Mata. Then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Open his lata, then he dancing my chata. Smoking the Zaza, they go straight to the Mata. Then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Then I'm open his lata, then he dancing my chata. Whooped it, bitch, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. Bitch, I'm on my chicken like it's a 2-piece. You can have your bitch back, she a groupie. She just swallow all my kids in a 2-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them gas out. I still got some racks stuffed in the trap house. Off the 42, I'm blowing her back out. I'm back out, bullshit, swim back with a full clip.
Fill up the single turn. Pull up the single turn. Pull up the single turn. Pull up the single turn.
Look, I'm armed and dangerous. Ain't no pocket at the like, nah. Ain't no stain in us. Keep a K with us. Please don't play with us. Nah, we up and aiming up. Ain't no hiding. Flossy baby, that's why I be love me. If you looking for me, you can find me. Try me. Niggas know that I'm grimy. Niggas know I'm on timing. Big body like a lineman. I know how to vibe, but no, I ain't cool. Look at me funny, but I shoot up the room. Shoot out the coop. I let it boom. Nah, I don't play with these niggas. Never play with it. Niggas know I keep a K with it. It's like a valley. Waving it. All my hips on the loose. Ain't no taming them. Step in the game and start changing it. Spin through your block. Tetris. Bend it. All the out for a shot. Back 'em. If I do got the chop, back 'em. Got some brand new chops. Test 'em. It's out in the spot. There you go. Over there chilling with these bitches. Put 'em out. Where you at? Jerry's gonna give the assist. 6 shots, clip him. I bet I empty the clip. Password or ain't shit, but everybody know I'm crib. I'm armed and dangerous.
Came home, beat a body on the pill. Had no cold feet, just grabbed the blue steel. But the youngins run the streets now. Till his kid top shot out Mad Max, shoot him down. Kick in the door, you reach, ride leaving them. Vikings, run your dope, Adrian Peterson. Ride little man on some other kind of drugs. Kicked in the door, had niggas eating slugs. Tommy brother hit, reach for the covenant. Ride son doula, let the Ruger off, loving it. Now Tommy in the bathroom on some other shit. Like Carlito in the bathroom with an empty clip. The trials and tribulations when you catching flips. You show a little fear, them goons just taking bricks. Now intruders got his house in the mess. That Phantom Ghost had Tommy gas like Hess. Now who they gon' test? You know they want the weight, man. Goons plotting scheme, now they all in Tommy's safe, fam.
Big man, I saw ya said nothing never there. That's a blood clot. See how we wind up. This everything how we find.
Please go easy on me tonight. New York City, please go easy on this heart of mine.
Look, nigga, this is my shit. Welcome to the city of gods. Pop was the king of New York. Now I'm the nigga in charge. Only the drillers, the city is ours. Found out the ops when you pick them apart. I give them my time, so I give them my heart. If the city love me, then they're really a star.
New York City, please go easy on me tonight. New York City, please go easy on this heart of mine. 'Cause I'm losing my lover to the arms of another. New York City, please go easy on me.
Don't worry about how I get my money, bitch, just know I get my money. Don't worry about how I spend my money, boy, I got a lot. Don't worry about that car drive, don't worry about that bike I ride. Don't worry about them diamonds and that bezel on my watch. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Don't worry about a motherfucking thing. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. We got a strap up in here, niggas playing. When time passing, I'm not around. Niggas saying I'm out of town. Probably moving them bricks around and swear they know how I get down. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. My closet full of that fly shit. Black car when I buy shit. Sell the shit you get out with. These niggas on my dick. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. That's your bitch, I understand. I seen it all on Instagram. I'm just from the past. I done been all in that air. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Don't worry about how I get my money, bitch, just know I get my money. Don't worry about how I spend my money, boy, I got a lot. Don't worry about that car drive, don't worry about that bike I ride.
She spilling drinks all night on my favorite pair. She was all up on a nigga giving crazy stares. The loud knock at my door had me wake up scared. As I look into my bed, she had her makeup smeared. Damn. It's like a party what we made in here. And I was trying to tell her time through the Jacob glare. Can't front the fat ass and the wavy hair. Had a nigga contemplate about staying here. Think about staying, man. I missed that flight, I got to pay the land. She tried to do it all again, she ain't playing fair. Chill out. She reached up like, do you gotta leave? I wanna stay, but baby girl, gotta breathe. Jet lag screaming that we running late. I'm coming, nigga. My Louis bags on wheels running to the gate. Like that, huh? Party all night to the AM. And I kinda push my time back like daylight savings.
7 a.m. turning over in the sheets. Manager blowing up the phone in my suite. A smile on my face, I don't mean to make him wait. But she's that much sexier when she sleeps.
Ha 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 ha. Check out this bizarre rapper style used by me. The B.I.G. Ha 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 ha. Check out this bizarre. Ha 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 ha. Check out this bizarre. Ha 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 ha. Check out this bizarre rapper style used by me. The B.I.G. I put my key, I put your key in. Money will be singing. We'll reach the fucking ceiling. Check it. My calico been cop. This rap Alfred Hitchcock drop top notch. Player hating gon' stop. This instant. Rappers too persistent. Quick to spit. Biggie name on shit. Make my name taste like ass when you speak it. See me in the street, your jewelry, you can keep it. That be our little secret. See me. B that is, I that is, G Wiz. Motherfuckers still in my bed. I hope they know my nigga gotta fucking kidnap kids. Fuck them in they ass, throw them over the bridge. That's how it is. My shit is laid out. Fuck that beef shit. That shit is played out. Y'all got the goal. All I make is one phone call. All y'all disappear by tomorrow. All your guns is borrowed. I don't feel sorrow. Actually, your man passed the gap to me. Now check this. What's beef? Beef is when you need two cats to go to sleep. Beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you. Guaranteed to be in ICU. One more time. What's beef? Beef is when you make your enemies start your cheek. Beef
Let's hope the road long, less than 30 deep. Dealers want I see.
Goddamn. Shine like gold rims on Pathfinders. Tank reclines. Lamps. For the 9 squares, kid.
Money clothes, designer hoes and shows, y'all. Check it out.
Yo, you waking up about 10, kid. Jumping in the shower piece about to make moves to slide like grease. What? I'm all about text, checks with no respect. Your front, I'm slamming you like the Lex. So now I'm out in the 95, rocking that real nigga don't die. Yes, down. Pros cannot, but yo, I'm making a pit stop. Going by a box of Glocks, he know up in your winner.
Yo, remember that kid that we victed?
He made a $500,000 for real. He brought about 4 bricks. Yeah, so now we connect doors. Meet me at the airport. Tell Golden Arms maintain a fort.
Get in touch with that West Coast Cali crab and stab. And meet me at the big slab.
So word up, kid, we slid like a fat 4 to 12 bid and shit.
Couldn't even rest, I need the Vic.
And when I slept, I dream G's. Son, I need some.
Keys won't sell, call up son.
I heard Pook and Tyreek bought a beef over some real shit.
A fake nigga, fake that they killed this click, 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 click.
Shout out to 3D. He said, y'all going out there for that pizza. Word up, man. Shout out to JLJ for that mini mix. Shout out to Tiff Sosa. So we reached the point of our show where we going to talk about this game out here because a lot of game. And yeah, man, we got 15 minutes, man, 13 minutes, man. We going to get to it, man. So Sosa, what's on the menu? Talk about it.
So this peep game topic is, so if you have a like a girl, right, or a wife, whatever.
Hey,
and
shout out to everybody out there leading with the.
I don't know, maybe things are rocky, whatever. You know, you might not know she's doing you.
Hey,
or it could be the other way around. Okay. She might not know you're doing you. And something happens to where they come home and they're like bloody, they're all fucked up, and you know something happened where the side piece put hands on them. Are you going to pop? Are you going to be like, you know what? I'll deal with you later, but we're going to handle this. Or are you going to be like, nah, you on your own. That's your side piece. You fucking with whoever, you know what I'm saying, outside of the relationship, that's on you. What are you doing? You riding or what?
Now we just
are you holding down your side piece?
No, are you holding down your spouse if you well, so it depends. You might not know they're cheating, or you might know about it. You might be doing you too. Who knows? But if they come home and something happened to where the side piece might have put hands on them or whatever happened.
Oh, you're saying they side
She's
piece.
saying basically if your lady came home and she had to break the news to the room,
and her eyes black,
her
and
other
like,
boyfriend fucked her up. Oh God, what you gonna do?
God,
what you doing? When you see homie in the store,
I ain't gonna put no ice. Oh, put it like this. I'm not gonna put no ice on the wounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put no ice.
No ice.
I'm not gonna put no steak over your eye. You're just gonna have to hold that shiner. You know what I mean? Hold that shiner.
Still, what you think? You holding it? She gotta hold it down.
Listen, see, I always gotta play devil's advocate now. Is there kids involved in all this?
Well,
does it matter, nigga?
That don't matter.
Does it matter?
What matters is
kids
your
gonna be
feelings.
crying,
Okay,
what
let's
happened to
the
you?
kids are asleep.
That's gonna make you go get the hammer.
The kids asleep. They don't got nothing to do with it. You know.
All right,
you know.
hell
This is
no.
all about
I'm
adults.
Man, listen, bro. Hey,
she gotta wear that.
She gotta wear that.
What you think, 3?
Y'all crazy. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Oh.
There we go. Dunk time.
We got Big B in the house.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes,
you think?
man.
She
holding that?
Yeah. No. If she tell you her side nigga did that. Now I know female.
All right.
Her side nigga beat the brakes off her.
All right. So hold
riding?
on.
Make
this one for you
y'all
too,
know how I
bro.
do.
Let me
Hold on.
Are you riding?
So we got that part out the way, right?
Okay.
What if it's the other way around, right? You happen to be cheating, right? And you around, some chick, and something happened to where shit get crazy, and you might be a little scarred up. Maybe she tried to, she mad because you going home to your wife, and she scar you up. You know what I'm saying? When you get home, do you expect wifey to like ride for you and be like, nah, fuck that, I'm gonna deal with you later, but I'm gonna fuck her up, or do you Or do you expect her to be like, nah, nigga, you gotta wear that?
She gonna be like this. Nigga, good for you. Matter of fact, get your shit. Like it's mine.
Yeah. But it depends. I think like if you really care about somebody, like, and that's your
Nah, I never been with nobody that wasn't gonna pop for me. Rather,
that's
I was
what I'm
right
saying.
along.
That's what I'm saying. Like we'll deal with the situation later, but to the outside world, you know what I'm saying? We gotta look like we locked in. So
But if you tell me your side nigga,
but what if you're
fucked
doing you
up,
too though?
that don't matter. That don't matter.
Why don't?
Because it don't.
She
I'm
didn't
not
know he
gonna
was
take
gonna
that.
do
I'm
that.
not gonna take that into. You shouldn't have been fucking with that nigga. I'm gonna say that's your karma. Like,
That's her karma if you fucking around too?
it don't see you trying to put if
Nah,
you fucking around too.
I'm saying
if a nigga is comfortable
all
enough
right,
to beat
so
the
your
brakes
chick
off
finds
you,
out that you cheating, and then she like, you know what? I'm gonna do.
and
me
the other
tonight.
girl do like
And
cut
she
me
be
or
like,
do something.
No. If your chick finds out that you're cheating,
Mhm.
and she's like pissed, and you know what? To get hers off, she like, you know what? I'm gonna go fuck with homeboy that whatever. And something happens to where he fuck her up, and the night just go wrong, and she come home and she all fucked up, and you cheating, you got a side piece too.
We not
you still feel the same way?
We not wired like
Damn
that.
it.
We not wired like that.
What comes around goes.
We not wired like we not like because
It's still the same thing.
It's not. You can have and this I read. See, it's crazy because I was watching something earlier and it was like it wasn't even a man, it was a woman saying it. She was like, women, we have to stop thinking that men are our fucking equals. Them niggas is not our equals.
What's out of ball for that?
Though if they want to go
We're
fuck a
way
bitch,
above y'all.
yeah, if they want to
Y'all
go
not.
if they want to go fuck a bitch, and it's not going to be looked upon the same way if you want to go try to fuck a few niggas to get your lick back. It's not the same lick.
And that's true, but why is that? Because that's what history has like. Is that because it's been his story? And that's what it has been said for years. Is that why everyone?
No, I
check them out.
Because I mean, you're a human. I'm a human.
Yeah, but we'll never
because I have a pussy and you have a dick. That's what makes it so dramatic when we do it.
But again, like she said, the main thing she said in that thing is that women have to stop looking at the man like we're equal. We're totally different. So we're not equals. Like we're both human beings, but we're not equal when it comes to that. And I believe that it was Kevin Samuels who said it. R.I.P.
Kevin Samuels?
No.
Don't ever mention Kevin Samuels.
Why?
Shucks. What the fuck?
Why?
He said.
Why?
Because what he said.
He said a lot of right shit.
I don't give a fuck what he said.
He said a lot of right shit.
Kevin. All right.
He said a lot of right shit. I wasn't.
And I stand on that.
I wasn't. Listen, I wasn't an advocate for him. However, a lot of the shit he said,
any other
a
name
lot
but
of
Kevin.
hold on. See, that triggered her. I didn't know that I was going to trigger her.
I'm a little warm.
So
why it triggered you? Why it triggered you?
Because I don't like him. I
With
know
that,
why you don't like him? Why you don't like
Remember,
him?
she said after him when he.
Yeah.
But why you feel that way about Kevin?
Because I just
Talk
felt like
about it, Jay.
he targeted, instead of him trying to figure out a woman's issue and maybe help her or maybe give her some without making her look like the lowest of the low, he could have delivered his message different.
To who?
To the women.
The
that he was speaking to.
craziest thing about that is that most women, and I'm not saying this is you, most women only know about the Kevin Samuels shit
That's it.
on the surface
That's
level.
all I saw.
Exactly. She knows it on the surface level because
You knew him?
his platform. No, what I'm saying is his platform wasn't even for women.
Obviously.
No, hold on. His platform was for men.
What kind of men though?
So these
What
no,
kind
hold
of
on.
men? High value men.
High value men trying to find their
distinguished
Hold on,
gentlemen.
hold on, Jay.
trying to find their queen.
Hold on, three. What you mean by high value men?
High value
Jay?
men, like
You mean
people.
distinguished gentlemen?
No, people, and he explained it. It's not people that's even rich. You gotta have like influence, like you can hand people jobs.
You
like
off, Jay? That's not.
No. Let me finish. Because Kevin Samuels, he talk about high value male. You have people that, because you could say a basketball player is a high value male because he has money, but it's not like that. It's like you gotta have impact. Like you gotta be like. You're not.
I'm hearing you. I'm trying to understand.
You saying,
Jay,
let me finish.
And we gonna go to three.
Yeah, he his thing was about like this, like high value men that had like mad influence, and they wanted a wife. You know what I'm saying? Not influence, but like more like they were more meaningful to others. Nah, he was more men that was more meaningful to others. I'm saying it the wrong way.
I get DMs all the time. You want to be a sugar baby?
Oh God!
But if he was about the black family, if you really look, yes, he was
by tearing a black woman down.
He tore black
and making the men point out.
Hold up, he matched their
wrongs.
energy.
Oh,
women who came on there and were disrespectful, he was disrespectful towards them.
Okay, I can understand that.
If you come there and you was talking, he had
I
mad.
watched it.
You haven't watched a lot.
Soon as he
You
be like,
haven't
"How
watched
many
a lot.
kids you got?" If she say more than 2, oh, you're done. No man is gonna want you. You have more than
No. He
didn't
say that. He didn't say.
All
See,
right.
this is what.
So talk about what the high value man.
Because my thing is like if you gonna really have a conversation about something, like you got to do a little bit of the homework. You don't have to do all of the homework. You have to do a little bit. So what intrigued me was how many women didn't despise this man. So that made me go and look at why I wanted to know, not because I needed his information. I just wanted to know why. And that's why I say a lot of women, they know who Kevin Samuels is on the surface level because they just felt like y'all see the little Instagram and the TikTok clips with him probably cursing somebody out and hanging up on somebody. But my thing is
off what's the Okay, sorry, 3.
No. But
what they were live.
But what he was saying is that he's saying a high value man is that a guy making 6 figures, probably a guy making 10,000 a month.
Yeah,
10,000 a month. A high value man is a guy who's successful, making at least 6 figures, and he's saying that most of these women, and that's the thing. His platform was for men. It wasn't for women.
High value.
The women started seeking him out, and they became the majority of the callers.
Oh wow!
Because
he talking a little different.
He was telling women that if you
he was talking to men, he was making men better that had money.
Huh?
If you had money and you was timid.
If you listen to the Ransom record, that's exactly what he's saying. He's saying he was a consultant for men with money, telling them how to approach everyday life and trying to get a woman. What he's basically saying is that what he's saying is that you could be a pretty ass woman and work at McDonald's. If a high value man sees you, he might take you up out of that situation and wipe. He don't give a fuck that you were just turning them fries over.
Right.
And on the flip side, a woman could be up, and if she see that nigga turning them fries over, she don't give a fuck how good he looks. She not even looking his fucking way.
Yeah.
But that's not everyone.
So no,
That's
not
most.
every. He's saying most, and the thing is that most of the women that were calling were mediocre specials, saying that they looking for a high value man. How the fuck How the fuck you got 4 kids with 3 baby fathers, but telling me that a man has to make 150,000 for you to be with him?
More than that.
When you already let a jailbird shoot up the club.
Oh God!
Most of them didn't want to work after they.
So how are you holding?
Pregnant.
So what he's saying is, how are you holding the average working man to this standard when you already allowed yourself to lay down and procreate with losers?
Oh God!
And I agree with that.
So is it wrong to want better and improve, or go for higher standards after you've experienced?
No, it's
something that you know that's not.
It's wrong.
So is it wrong that maybe she did that, but maybe she learned from that?
It's
now
wrong.
her standard. So is she wrong?
No. She's wrong. She's wrong to say.
I'm taking them all day.
No. She's wrong to say.
Come to me.
Where I'm at in my life with me working my regular job, and I have 2 kids by 2 different men. I would not date a bus driver.
Oh no.
She's wrong for that.
Yeah, she's definitely out of line.
She's wrong, and that's all Kevin was saying.
No,
like he say, he's saying men get held. Men get held to. Hold on, he's saying.
If a nigga can have it, why can't she?
He's saying that, but this is the thing that y'all not looking at.
We have kids. We can't help it. We the ones who push them out.
Nah, but what she's saying, 3, and I get what you're saying.
If y'all can push them motherfuckers out, it'd be a whole different story.
3 is saying like if
different
your
between men and women.
Do we like that?
3 is saying he's like if your standards was in a garbage can,
right?
Now all of a sudden you want to.
But what if she was 17 when she had them
that's
kids?
what I'm saying.
Now she's,
it's
now
different
she's,
between men and women. He taught
that
younger women had higher value when they were younger. and then the older that they get, they lose value. Whereas men don't have value when they're young because they don't have money.
Not the fact that they don't have value. He's saying that we're gonna eventually beat them out, and he's right. He's right.
Now you being extra.
Never beat us out.
Listen to what I'm saying. He's saying that if we're both 25, who has more value, the 25-year-old man or the 25-year-old woman?
Woman.
You go.
Hold on. Okay. We're both 30. Who has more value, the 30-year-old woman or the 30-year-old man?
Woman.
Who has more value, the 34-year-old woman or the 34-year-old man?
Woman.
Who has more value,
Woman,
the
period.
40? Hold on, the 40-year-old man or the 40-year-old woman?
40-year-old man.
The man.
Who has more value? Hold on, let me finish. Who has more value, the 45-year-old man or the 45-year-old woman?
Man.
Who has more value, the 55-year-old man or the 55-year-old
Nigga,
woman?
your dick is getting
No.
You motherfucker.
You're not under, that's
by
not
the
that's
time you 50 something.
that's not the point.
Okay,
You should have called up.
do not.
You should have called up when Kevin was
You do
at
not.
his show.
You do not. Because it don't even take much by the time you motherfucking.
Okay, so listen, hold on. This is not. This is just.
So the value, whatever, we can still rock.
No. Hold on. His point was being, and it's correct. His point was being is correct. Men can procreate up until they're about 60 years old. Men can. Hold on. Men can. He was saying that
because you're not even. Be humble. That's all I'm saying. Humble yourself. Humble yourself.
Who?
She's saying the rickety rocket ain't working
that situation. I'm gonna leave that topic alone. We gonna go into
No, but she didn't let me finish the point. His point was correct because all he was trying to say is that men can procreate up until about 60 years old. After a woman hits 35, it's high risk. After she hits 40,
high risk?
Pregnancy.
Oh. Well, now when you're black.
But you see when women go after men out there, you better stay on top of your game, man. Take your vitamins
and be humble.
Thank you, Three, for helping me out.
I'm just trying to have that's just a regular conversation that what he was trying to get across.
I get it.
As far as men can still procreate up until about 55, 60 years old. Once a woman becomes 35, it's a high risk. Once she becomes 40, it's super high risk. So what he's saying is that what he's saying is that a 45-year-old man, if you keep yourself in tip-top condition and shape and you still look presentable, you competing with the 25 to 35-year-old men for the same women that they going after. A 45 to 50-year-old woman can't really do that with the 25 to 30-year-old ladies.
Yeah, he pulling up with
they can't. And that's why you see these old niggas.
Well, I look younger than
that's why you, and it's what he was saying. You will see these old niggas with the young lady. He's saying, like, you think that the old dude is not going to care to invest in the young lady? He going to spend the money anyway, some type of way. Right. So why he not going to spend it on a 25 to 30-year-old lady? Hey, if he's 45, but he's still out here moving and shaking.
The honorable Elijah
he was right. Nothing he said was wrong in that. And I don't vouch for him or I don't.
Okay,
and he was for the black family too, though.
That's basically what he was saying.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying.
Be
the
mad at him
that I saw, I didn't,
And I hold on, and I think he would have got put in his place if
I spoke.
No. If women who were about their business and was able to establish a career, a life, married women, they would have gotten his ass. He would have disappeared. But the women that wasn't doing that. Those are the ones that was feeding the fuel on the fire. They were the ones that's calling, telling me that I got 4 kids, 3 different fathers, and if a nigga ain't making 200,000, he can't even look my way.
Yeah, because I done been there and done that, so now I know better, motherfucker.
What?
He was about.
So how you telling a nigga that work at UPS that like, yo, I'm willing
the same way. You ever watch Pretty Woman? The same way. You never watched it? You got homework. Watch Pretty Woman. Hey, man. Okay.
So you think a man making 250,000 is gonna say, "Listen, I'm successful. This woman has 4 kids by 3 different men. So if I deal with her, I have to inherit those 3 kids, and I have to inherit those 3 different men's personalities. Now, is this woman worth that?"
Listen. That's up to the man and how much he's
No,
into
but he's
the
basically
woman.
telling a woman that that's delusional.
That's
and it
not.
is.
That's not.
It's super.
Niggas
It
down
is.
south do that shit
Shout
all
out
day
to the
long.
niggas out there getting turned
Niggas
out.
down south do that shit all day long.
Oh, God.
Hustlers getting money. They fucking with bitches. That
You
got
talking
4 or
about
5
hustlers
kids and
getting?
taking care of
We not
business.
talking about hustlers
So
getting money.
I don't care. It's still the same thing.
It's
They
not the
making more
same
than the
sandwich.
woman.
It's not the same.
And they're making
It's
more
not the
than
same.
she is.
It's not
They're
the
bringing
same
in more
thing.
than- Why it's not?
It's not the same
'Cause they're
thing.
hustlers. Why not?
It's
They're
not the
bringing in
same
more
thing.
money than
What
she
hustlers
is.
making
And her-
6 figures?
I didn't say 6 figures. I said they're able to take care of that woman
Oh,
with 4
God.
kids if they're into her.
Oh,
I said
God.
niggas do that shit down south
No,
all day long.
I'm not saying take
Shout
care
out
of
to them trick ass
anybody.
niggas down south. Hey, man. We see you, Queens Day. Nigga. We in the bottom
Yeah,
section.
we in there.
We in the bottom section.
We got a butt. Yeah, we got a butt flap.
And they say, well, I got 4 kids. You know, then and there, if you're gonna fuck with them or not. And that's your decision. And that's
Listen,
but because I've
it's
had
the
4
same
kids
way you
and
can't. It's the
you know,
same way you can't be a nigga that's a womanizer or a woman beater and say that you want a woman that's well off with no kids and she got to treat you like a king, but on your jacket is that you're a fucking womanizer and a woman beater and you got 8 kids
on your jacket. But
so how,
she
that's not
just got 4
delusional.
kids that she happened to have.
That's not
with
delusional?
previous, because she was in love with that person.
No, we're not
whatever.
saying nothing is wrong with that. We saying it's delusion. We saying it's delusional for her to say that her only preference
But
is a man that makes 6 figures.
I guess so.
No, you're gonna be fucking with Larry from the tire shop.
One more time.
I gotta, hey man,
Pretty woman.
Pretty woman.
Walking down.
Oh God, man. It got pretty heated in there today, man. Shout out to CLINKSCALES, man. Shout out to 3D, man, for making a dope show today, man.
Yeah, this
you know
was
what
a
I'm
dope
saying?
show.
For real, this is a really good show, man. Shout out to
R.I.P.
everybody.
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, man.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace, Kevin
man. Come
Samuels,
on, man. Don't do that.
Huh?
Come on,
You
man.
know, I
Like
never
never watched that shit
He was
either.
a
But like he
distinguished
said,
gentleman,
like
yo.
he, like he's
I'm in a room full
Ransom
of
said.
fucking men.
You holding it down?
No, you gotta. He's about the.
We can bring a next. We can
He
bring a
wanted
female
black
in.
women to do
We got-
better.
We got another seat.
He wanted
You
black.
holding it
He
down.
held. He
You
held
gotta be
everybody
holding it
to a
down.
high
Ain't gonna let anybody
standard,
beat you up.
men and women. Because
Okay.
when he
I
was
guess
getting
it's
on,
just what I saw.
when he was getting on
But
men the
that's
same
what's
way.
gonna trend. Like that.
Right.
That's what's gonna
be
trend.
posted.
All
He
the
was getting on them,
bullshit.
and he was
But
harder
now that
on
he's
the
dead,
men.
they starting to show. They starting to
Other
show.
parts of it.
They starting to show the good dialect now that he's dead. But when
Yeah.
he was alive,
That's
they
what
was
I'm
only
saying.
showing him. Bitch, get out of here.
Right.
he
That's
went-
all I
he
saw.
went
You know what I'm
viral
saying?
off of-
So
He like, you got 4 kids. Oh, no need.
He
get
got
off my
viral
live.
off of
Look, this
World
is the
Star
shit I would
Hip Hop.
say. He be like, she'd
For
be
what he
like,
was
oh,
saying.
I'm I'm looking for. He'd be like, how many kids you got? She'd be like 4. He'd be like, get off my live. You're
Yo,
done.
I could-
Nobody wants you.
I
At
literally-
this
I
age,
literally
he
was-
wasn't like that.
And how many
No,
baby
he wasn't
daddies
like
you
that.
got? Oh, he's in jail. Oh, you're done. Nobody wants you.
So he
This is
said.
how
He
he
said.
would make them feel like shit.
He said, "How do you want a high value man and he has to make at least 150,000? But you're telling me that you have 4 kids with 3 different men." Like, so it's like he was like basically saying like that's kind of delusional to think that at this point in your life, you're 32 years old. Do you believe that a guy making 6 figures who can have pretty much, the pick of the litter?
Pick of the litter.
Why would he take you
Shout out
and
to
your
Black
3
Baby.
babies?
Because
Like-
he love you. And that pussy good.
No, he might not even. He not even gonna give you a shot.
I was about to say,
We in overtime.
That's why.
hey man,
A nigga, but basically what he's saying is that a nigga making 6 figures,
Nah, I'm being funny.
and you got a woman, and you meet a woman, and she say, "I got 3 kids." You might not even give her a shot to get in your bed, my
That's
nigga.
messed up.
she working
it's
them
messed up
Kegel
'cause-
muscles out there,
'Cause
man.
the guys make them, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to, be with them. Y'all get some.
Nah,
I agree with some of what you're saying because it's all about. It's all about.
So fucked up.
It's all about the
this
makeup.
guy made me think that he was the one. I fell in love. I believed in him as a woman, as the nurturer that I am naturally. I believed in this man. I had a kid with him, and now because maybe I've done it maybe once.
We're not talking about one man. We talk about 3 different niggas.
I've learned from my lesson,
We talk about
and I
Larry,
went
Hector,
better.
and
I'm
Jose.
wrong. No,
We talk about Larry, Hector,
Breeze
and
on it.
Jose.
to do better. There's always room for growth.
It's a
Just
saying
like a
out
nigga can
there.
have 5
Nah.
felonies.
It's a
But look,
and-
that's why.
and then
Nah.
That's
So
why
he can't
women
get
have to
that
get
job.
it right.
He
You
shouldn't
can't have
get that
four
job.
different.
He
Can't
shouldn't
have
get
four.
that job
It's the
because he
same.
done been to jail and he
Nah.
can
Women have
change
to
his
get
life.
it right more
He
than
shouldn't
men.
get it.
A
Like,
nigga
from the
can't.
beginning.
Three
He might be
different
the
niggas
best-
shouldn't
he
pull
might
a
be the
52
best
fake out on
motherfucking
you.
Architecture,
Three different niggas shouldn't pull the
but
same.
because he been in jail.
Three
and he got
different niggas can
felonies,
pull
he
the
got
same
to
move
give him a
on
Hey,
you.
man. It's a saying out
You
there.
out of here.
It's a saying out there.
Three different niggas pull the same trick on you.
Fool me once.
Shame on
me.
word. Like
No, shame on you. Fool me
the
twice.
most is
But
two.
women are
Shame on
naturally,
me.
The most is two.
Women are naturally created.
The most is two. Like, and it's probably what you two. You probably fuck
So
with
we-
two foul niggas in your whole life.
I have more
That
than
third
two.
nigga.
God.
So see, so that's
See?
on
That's-
you
No,
now.
no, I'm lying.
Solid.
It was two. It was
That's
two.
why you don't
so
like
it's
Kev.
two.
That's why you don't like Kev.
It was
It's two. So
it's two.
anything
And I
after
said
that
two,
is
y'all.
on you.
God, man.
And that's
Anyway.
niggas too. If you fuck with a chick and you know she foul, she got me on child support and she doing that, and then you
Them niggas still
you go
fucking
dump a
them,
load in something
Them
else,
niggas
and
still
now
fucking
you got
Cause
five
that's how
different
y'all are.
nigga. That's
The
on
bitch
you.
might have
Don't
I
say
ain't gonna lie,
y'all.
A
man.
lot of them, they'll be still
Guilty.
fuck and still be like, come lay up and be like, and then be mad the next day
God,
after they
man.
done. She's still gonna
Guilty.
take your
Been
ass
outside
to
for a long time. I have one child,
Ah,
one children,
Me
One
too.
children.
one children.
Hey, man. But anyway,
Shit, that's all it took.
let's wrap this show
Just
up.
one.
Man.
So that's what I'm saying. That's all he was really trying to say. It's
Okay.
like be realistic about where you are in your life, where you stand. Like and another thing that he said that is so
y'all,
true.
Women don't listen to that shit.
Listen,
If you want
I love
better,
the crew here.
You want better.
you want better, do better, but be
listen,
real
put it in the
fucking
universe.
listic.
I wish I had a bar.
And strive for it and fucking.
You got 8
manifest
kids,
it.
but you want Meek Mill.
Manifest it. So the fuck what?
You not getting that.
He said you want 8 kids,
If
but you
Meek
want
Mill
Meek
really
Mill.
fucking with me, he gonna
Nah,
take me
no,
and
he not. No, he not. He gonna knock you off.
Hey,
if you
That's
bad,
not- that's
if
not
you bad, he
true.
gonna knock you off.
If a
Hey,
nigga's really feeling you, the kids is not going to be the reason. It shouldn't be the reason why.
Shit, if you bugging right now,
because you know I got the kids, so that's not even
You
going
bugging
any
right
further.
now. You
If you
bugging
go
right
any
now.
further, I mean, make it clear from the
you
jump.
bugging right now.
This is Peep Game, y'all.
Peep
This is
game,
Peep Game,
peep game.
Every Friday,
Yeah.
live on No Off Season, we do Peep Game segment, man, 8 to 10.
You know, I already know my fucking topic for next week.
All right, she got a topic for next week.
Shucks, let's
But-
go.
But
I
let's
wish
talk
we had
about-
that. I wish we had that fucking ransom record
Hey,
queued
man.
up, man.
I
I wish we
remiss.
had that record
I'll
queued
be
up,
remiss.
man. Oh my god.
I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out my peoples out in Atlanta, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to DJ Smokes. Shout out to DJ Molly G. You know what I mean? Queens Day Atlanta Week.
Yeah.
Happening Thursday, September the 28th, man, to September, October the 1st. On Thursday, September the 28th, you got the Black Excellence Adult Prom Gala. Shout out to my guy, T-Rock. You know what I'm saying? That's happening on Thursday.
Talk about it.
September the 28th. On September the 29th, Friday.
Let's
you
go.
got the Hawaiian Luau Brunch.
Let's
You
go.
know what I mean? It's at the Glitz of Atlanta. You know what I mean? And that's from 2
I didn't
p.m.
even hear about
to
that.
6 p.m.
Okay.
I'll be there.
All right.
You know what I mean? And then the cap off Friday night. You got the Lex Coupes, Beamers, and the Benz 80s
Word.
and 90s party
Oh,
at
man.
Josephine Lounge. That's from 9 p.m. to
go.
3 a.m. And then moving on over to Saturday, man.
Talk about it.
You got the Queens Day Atlanta gathering in
In
the
the park. Let's
at
do it
Central
in
Park,
the
Atlanta,
park.
from 11 a.m.
Oh,
to
yeah.
7 p.m. That's September 30th.
Come on.
Make sure you out there. Be there, be square. Saturday night, the
Where we
top
at?
off everything.
Where we
the
at?
Top of New York party.
Yes.
At the King of Diamonds, Atlanta.
Top of New York.
From
King
10
of Diamonds?
PM, King of Diamonds.
They
you know what
back
I'm saying?
open?
Hey, man, they back open
Let's
in
do
Atlanta.
it for us.
From 10 p.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure you get your tickets. That's Saturday night.
Yes, sir.
September the 30th. And then the
Sunday, what's
to,
going
to
on?
cap everything off on Sunday,
The brunch,
October
right?
the 1st, you got the QDAs, R&B Slow Jam.
Oh, man.
Day party
Playing
at
like
Revel,
a slow
Atlanta,
jam.
from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., man. Shout out to my guy Smoke.
Word,
Shout out to
Smokes.
Marley G.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody that support Queens Day Atlanta, man. I'm gonna be there. Bars and Hoops is gonna be in the building.
You know
Make sure
already.
You gotta
Facts.
be there, or you're gonna be a square.
Square.
You know what I'm saying? So on that note, Steels the Great, Tiff
One more
Sosa,
time.
3D, DJ JOJ. We are No Off Seasons, man. And it's Friday night, and we are signing off.
I'm a
Peace.
square.
Peace.
Hey. Hey.